No losses. They'll be taking on Montpelier today, the number 7 seed, coming in with an 8-4-3 record. They defeated Green Mountain Valley School to get here, and we're just waiting for the introductions, as we will have Mill River come out and get set. Boy, this is the stumbling block right here for Mill River. They've had good records over the last several years. They've had high seeds. They've had home playoff games, and this is the first of many bumps in the road for them, because they've already come over one. Mount Abe, they defeated 5-0 here on their home turf in a very impressive win. And today, Montpelier, the 7th seed, and the winner of this game will advance on to the semifinals. And of course, we'll have that for you. If it's Mill River, we will be here. And right now, they're just finishing introductions for Montpelier. A lot of differences in that first Mount Abe game. Multiple scorers. Courtney Chadburn draws a crowd, but this year she's able to. They've got a little different strategy, and they're finding openings for her to pass the ball through, get into her teammates. They've got Bryn Campbell healthy this season for the playoffs. They didn't have her last year, and they've just had all kinds of people. Jen Brown started scoring off in the last game with the game's first goal. And Katie Sabaski with a goal. So, I mean, they're getting scoring from other sources, and that's really helped them out here. And their young goaltending has really come through in a big way. Nicole Munson coming out now as we're watching the Minutemen get introduced. Andre Furno will come out next. She'll be wearing number 15. Desiree Gray, who had a big game, did a nice job against Mount Abe coming out. She'll wear number 7. Jess Bullock, number 20. Actually, I can't single out anybody. They all had a good game in that play-down game. This is the quarterfinal game, and it's going to be 40 minutes each half. OT if necessary. We play till we have a winner. And this is Nicole Weeks coming out. I did find out number 3 in the last game was Alyssa Condon, who I did not have on my roster. And this is her right there coming out, number 3, right on cue. Now we get to the starting lineup for Mill River. It's Mackenzie Mooney coming out. She wears number 16 in the field. She's also another keeper. And Captain Caitlin Ketchen coming out. She will be number 12. Another captain, Courtney Chadburn, coming out. Rhea Lawrenson coming out now. She's a senior, and she'll wear number 21. Been real solid all season, solid in that first playoff game. Nicole Fenton, number 2, coming out now for Mill River. As we're just getting the Minutemen in their starting lineup. And again, it's very windy. It's blowing right where that's Carrie Brown coming out, 13, by the way. But the way the wind's blowing right into the camera. Bryn Campbell, number 18, coming out. She had 2 goals in the Mount Abe game. Emily Fishwick, number 4. Katie Sabaski, she'll come out. She'll wear number 6 today. And Kayla Plouffe, number 14, first year on the varsity squad, made a major impact getting a start today. And Rebecca Day, number 5, also her first year on the varsity squad. And they're going to start Isabel Furno. And the pattern had been Coach Chadburn lets her play the first half, and then Mooney will come in and play the second half. I don't know if that's going to be his plan today. We'll probably see how the game flows as they'll turn around and get lined up for the national anthem. I'll go to a fade. We'll come up. We'll have the opening touch quarterfinal action today. Montpelier with the green tops, white bottoms, taking on the Minutemen in their home whites with the red bottoms. Again, before we get started with that first touch, we'll just give you the website for Channel 15. It's PEGTV.com, and the phone number 747-0151, and they're located in Building 24 at the House Center. I've got all that stuff out of the way, so now we can just talk soccer. We've got playoff action right here. Mill River looking to take that next step into the semifinals, and this is going to be a battle right here. Montpelier in the warm-ups watching, they've got good size on their team, even though in soccer size isn't as important as you would think as another sport like football, but it's just a matter of Mill River coming out. And what's happened in the past, they've come out and not really struggled, but haven't been able to get on track, and then they lose a little bit of confidence, and it's a fluky couple goals over the last few years that really have cost them. And that's Furno coming out, Isabel Furno, or Izzy as they call her, with the save, and she'll take the first punt. And yeah, there is a strong breeze blowing. And that's an excellent punt, actually. As it gets near midfield, gets in the center circle. That's Rebecca Day, number 5, and she'll reach around and try to dribble up that far side. She'll get the ball to Bryn Campbell. Campbell having an excellent. Now, she is a junior, but this is like her senior season. She's going to graduate early and go overseas next year, and she's playing in what could be her final game every year, and she's playing, or this year, and she's playing with that sense of urgency like the rest of the seniors are on the Mill River squad. Katie Ketchum will take the throw, and we're just underway. And like I said, since it is a playoff, if we end in a tie, that's going to be picked up by Waring. Caitlin Waring is in net for Montpelier. We play until we have a winner. I believe, and I'll double check, don't ever quote me, I believe it's 3 overtimes and then a shootout. But I do know that we can't end in a tie. Not that much I'm sure of. And you can see Day just slide the ball forward, get it to Campbell, and she wants to send the pass through the circle on the side to Ketchum, and she was just a tad bit, the pass actually was a little bit long, and Ketchum got there a little late. And Montpelier in the center of the field, and it's going to be Fenton, who's just been superior this year at playing tough and physical, along with Plouffe out there. They're the physical presence, along with Ketchum, but they'll go out of play, and I'm just waiting to see. It looks like a throw for Montpelier there in the green uniforms, and that's what we're going to have. They'll pick it up on the far side, and it's actually going to be a foul and a kick coming up. And I'll go through the rosters as the game progresses along for you. Montpelier's got some unbelievably long names, lots of syllables, lots of consonants and vowels. And for right now, they're not in the viewing area, so we'll just concentrate on Mill River. Now it'll be popped up, and see Lawrence, and she plays so good at anticipating the positioning on the ball in the field, but one of her down spies is right there, is size-wise. She didn't even try to contest the header, and that's why she has to be able to anticipate and get to the spot. I'm going to do the re-throw right now. It's a good crowd on hand here at Mill River. Again, not a bad day warm-wise. We're up there in the temperatures for almost November, can't complain, and heck, there's always a breeze down here at Mill River, and with 37 minutes, 20 seconds to go, we'll have Emily Fishwick, junior, on the roster, gets set to take the goal kick. And in games where they have double and triple marked Chadburn, Fishwick has been pushed up into the front line by Coach Chadburn. She's really been a difference maker. Remember, she had the overtime goal in the first Burton game down in Manchester that ended up being the winner. And that's what I'm talking about, other scoring sources. It was Bryn Campbell that got the overtime winning goal against Stratton Mountain here. So lots of people have stepped up big time this year, and they'll have a whistle ball roll, and we'll have a kick coming up for Montpelier. It's going to come from a pretty sweet spot on the field, as we'll get it set back at, well, pretty close to being just 18 yards out on an angle, of course, and they're going to be kicking right into that wind. It's got a nice hook, nice hook, nice hook, and oh, well marked. Who had to mark on that side? It's got to be Fenton. Oh, and she's getting up holding her nose, and boy, that would be a huge, not that I think she'd stay out if it's just her nose, because she's pretty tough, but she went down into a heap along with the Montpelier player on that side, and she came up, and I'm just speculating, it looks like her facial area, but in a whole other sport, Brittany Bigelow got the broken nose at Rutland this year in field hockey. And she had to sit out a couple of weeks, because not only did it get broke, then she had to wait a couple of days for the swelling to go down, get it analyzed, and then they had to re-break it on her to set it, so ouch. But Fenton out there, whatever it was, she just kind of waved it off and kept going. That was a nice kick, actually, to the far post, and well marked by Fenton. And again, Fenton's just been unbelievably good. And the game that stands out to me with Fenton, and I am limited to just home games, was the MAU win here. When Mill River defeated MAU, she really was one of the big differences in the game. And that'll be a kick coming up with 35 minutes to go, and I'm sure they're very aware of Courtney Chadburn, number 9, and they're probably going to be showering her all day out there, and that ball will roll and roll and roll, and I'm waiting to see where they're going to mark the throw. What happened was Montpelier went after the ball, and they've got a ball boy down there with the ball to get ready and play, and that was a little hold up. And you can see the tarp or the tent in the background, how gusting the wind is. At least it's dry. That's all I got to say. Winner here will move on to the semifinals. If it is Mill River, it will be here at home, and there's Courtney Chadburn, speak of the devil, number 9, and you can see she's got 1-2 players on her, and they're banging her around pretty good. And this is where Chadburn's got to realize that and distribute the ball. Just like in basketball, if you double team one player, mathematically somebody else is going to be open. And she's done a good job of recognizing it this year. Here comes Bryn Campbell, number 18, and never got in. She was looking to drop it down inside the 18. Didn't happen. Day will get there, make the touch, make the dodge, and got it kind of mixed up there with Plouffe, and then Lawrence will come up. Now River looking to establish some time of possession down in the offensive end. I think it will make a world of difference no matter how veteran the squad is. Remember, they had 6 freshmen start on varsity that are now juniors on this roster, and they've been to the playoffs with great records and good seedings all 3 years. But if they could get the first goal, I think it would make a world of difference to this particular group of young ladies on the field for Mill River. And Rebecca Day staying with it defensively. There's Fenton coming up. She'll turn and kick. And I've said it before, and I'm a very repetitive person, so I'll say it again, but biggest difference in this Mill River squad and ones in the past 2 or 3 years, this squad, even at 15-0, has had some tough games. I've already mentioned the overtime game, 1-0 down in Manchester against rival Burton. Overtime here against Stratton Mountain. Both Division I games, Hartford was 1-0. In Hartford they won. And then 4-3 over MAU here they won. So they've played in overtime games and tight games, unlike years past where they just kind of walked through the schedule. And I don't think walk's a good word, but they didn't have a tough game in the schedule unfold. These guys are a little more battle-tested this year, and that, I think, makes a big difference. Not that anybody asked me, but I'm just trying to fill up airspace. It's Carrie Brown into the game, number 13. And you can see the speed. Both teams, a lot of speed. That's very evident. Nice step up right there by Fishwick. She timed it well. Sabaski and Lawrenson communicate. Nice job pulling out the ball. And then everybody got there at the same time. Lawrence will bounce right back up as they're trying to serve it up inside the box. And that's Sabaski. And you see she's got her Pippi Longstocking's ponytails or pigtails on today. And I think that's a superstitious thing now because it's been about 4 or 5 games in a row. And she hasn't changed them. She's had a goal. Like I said, last game against Mount Abe, she had a goal. And 32.5 minutes to go in the first half, and we got no score. I don't believe, and I've got nothing to base it on other than we're this far into the playoffs, we're going to see another 5-0 game either way here. This will probably be one of those nail biters right down to the finish, and that's going to be Miss Kit coming in, and Furno and Fenton, nice job of communicating again as Fenton ran the interference. Furno came out and made the save, and that all came off a attempted kick of a ball that trickled through. Another good kick by Furno. Like I said, both goalies, Mackenzie Mooney and Isabel Furno, first year Varsity being in the net, and they've really come through. We're a question mark right from Coach Chadburn's own mouth when it posed the question, but they've really, obviously at 15-0, they've proven themselves. And that's a good deep throw by Caitlin Ketchum. Katie Ketchum, don't call her Caitlin, she doesn't like that. It's Katie Ketchum, and went off from the head of one of the Montpelier players out of play, and Mill River gained about 10 to 15 yards on that play, and Ketchum doing the same thing, going after the ball when they have a ball boy in position or a ball girl down there, or a ball person, I think would be the politically correct term nowadays. You know, speaking of that, you just don't realize how important it is, those ball boys and girls out there. When you have a game where they are not here, whoa, does it break up the rhythm and the fluidity of the game, and they are really, seriously, extremely appreciated and important to a soccer game. I know a couple times up at the Rutland games, Ken Nelson's had to plead and make deals to get people to come out and be the ball people, but I appreciate them out there. And oh, their cleats are got caught up. I wonder what he's going. They're going to play through that. That was kind of unique. I've never seen that before. Unintentional, but cool. And we'll have Montpelier. Now Montpelier's come out here and really done a nice job of getting the ball through the middle of the field and able to work it down into their offensive end. That's obviously going to be out of play. And Mill River's had a couple counter rushes themselves. Like I said, settle in. This is going to be quite the playoff game. 30 minutes to go, and 30 seconds to be exact, and the first half of play. And that will stay in bounds. Wow. And that's going to enter the 18, Chadburn. Got the gloves on today. She's ready to come out boxing. Oh, makes a great move, puts it up and into the arms of Waring. Good job position-wise by the goalie on that short post. And Chadburn, again, double team, but able to find just enough of a crack to slither through and get the shot off. That's Sabaski trying to muscle around. There's the turn and the send. Nice job by Sabaski. Ball will roll in the 18 and be picked up by Waring. And she will elect to roll it out or bowl it out, whatever the terminology is there. And she didn't take the kick, that's all I know. And there's the step up. As I'll catch up to the play, and I have to go to the one knee here in the middle of the windowsill area. And at least the sun's not in our eyes today. And here comes, boy, Montpelier had a little turf to work with before Lawrenson stepped up. Then she turned and deflected the ball. See the nice bump right there? And then she got driven to the turf, and we caught it, and she'll have a kick. Should be from right from that spot right there. Fishwick will just wait for the ball to come back, and Emily Fishwick will get set to launch the ball into play here for Mill River on this kick. as they just settle in on the exact location. Officials are very finicky about that. They get it right on the spot they want, and it was a good kick, actually. Now you'll see Jen Brown in the game, number 10, and Jen Brown heading over just a tad late, getting to the ball. And Carrie Brown, get the spacing correct. Jen Brown trying to drive it through the legs of the Montpelier player, and Lawrenson will step up and hook up now with Chadburn. Chadburn taking off the ball, and just a step late getting back to. That's going to be interesting to see how that strategy unfolds as far as juggling around the back line, maybe moving Fishwick to the front. And I'm not coaching on air, it's just been the pattern with Coach Randy Chadburn. Done an excellent job here at Mill River. He's built quite a solid program. He's got good players out there, and they want to listen and learn, and they good practice. But oh, they'll race to it in the box, and they'll kick a side out, and it should be just a throw. Yep. Now, you bear with me, and I'll lean out. There we go. And you can see the flag blowing, the wind blowing right into her. Now, if she goes toward the box, Ketchum that is, she will have the wind blowing right into her face. We'll see where she elects to take the throw. And she's trying to get it in there, and actually a little header helped to get in there, and oh, they just couldn't get to it on the settle. Oh, and I'm listening. There's a whistle behind the play. Everybody seems happy for Mill River, and do we have a penalty kick coming up? Oh, boy. This is big. We're at the 27:50 mark, and Courtney Chadburn with a penalty kick coming up, and this could lead to the first score of the game. And oh, you can't get much larger than this. Waring in net, Caitlin Waring getting set, and you can see the official with the instructions, the ball on the hash mark, and we are good to go. So Chadburn sets it up and got it. Oh yeah. Almost impossible to stop, and just imagine the pressure in a playoff game of facing a penalty kick. And Chadburn will get Mill River on top 1-0. She put it on the far, or the near corner actually, and I actually have the luxury of having an official up here today. What was the foul? What was the penalty? Handball, okay. Now, if I could have an official at every game, see how this is very educational today, see?
Every sport should do that.
Absolutely, because I'm running the camera and talking, and I missed it. So, a handball was the call, and we got a 1-0 game, Mill River. That's a tough break for Montpelier, but I mean, because they've done a nice job of actually establishing some kind of attack here and getting some pressure down inside the 18 on Mill River. But, you know, you got to have a break now and then. And Mill River's had not had that happen in the last couple of years. Maybe this will be the break that gets them going, and that's going to be a whistle, and Chadburn will not get up, and she fell awkwardly on her arm. And I'm not saying that's done intentional, but I'm sure they want to be marking and be physical. Yeah, they stopped the clock, and this is huge because she just put Mill River up, and when she fell, she put her arms out instinctively to break the fall. And I don't even want to guess, I don't even want to speculate. Hopefully it's just something very minor. Coach Chadburn down and just trying to tell her to calm down right now. All this happening about a minute and a half. Oh, this isn't good though when he's calling to his wife's coming, and Robin's coming out. So we'll fade down. Mill River up 1-0. Well, a real damper here on this playoff atmosphere, the 1-0 lead for Mill River. Courtney Chadburn, their leading scorer, 85 goals in her career, fouled hard from behind, and they carded the player. And I'm trying to, Jill Della Priscoli was carded, which really is almost an irrelevant point considering Chadburn had to be assisted by several people, put into a car, and I'm assuming going to the hospital for x-rays, but she is at least gone for today, and it didn't look good, I'll tell you that. So Bryn Campbell will take the kick, and now Coach Chadburn talking to the officials on the far side. And I'm trying to, is that Coach Chadburn? Oh, okay. Yeah. So we'll have a discussion with the officials. And we'll just recap real quick. There was pretty much an even play going back and forth. With 27:50 to go, Mill River got a penalty on a handball awarded in the box. Courtney Chadburn converted it into a 1-0 lead. And then at 27-13, which would be 37 seconds later, she was fouled, went to the ground, and has left with an injury. I really don't want to. I'm not going to play Dr. House here and speculate. It was serious enough they took her in the car and took her to the hospital, but and I tell you, I can't even believe that there'd be a question on the call. But so we'll go back to Bryn Campbell. I'll try to reel it in here, and we'll do the rest of the game. So wearing the net, Campbell set to kick. 1-0 Mill River. Mill River with that 15 and wins, no losses. And there's a lot of ways to look at that. I would, just from my perspective, think there's a lot more pressure at 15-0 to win this game on Mill River than there's on Montpelier coming down here. As good as they are, as good as their record is, but being undefeated, just like Virgins is on the flip side, the #1 seed in Division II. Everybody's gunning for you. And Campbell with a nice-looking kick is going to be headed up and out, and right now, the alignment, I'm trying to see what the change was, if any. They've still got Fishwick back on defense at the sweeper spot. That's Fenton at midfield. And Carrie Brown might have been who they switched forward. Now, Brown last year played up anyways. They moved her back to the midfield area this year, but necessity might dictate. All in Fishwick's going to be in good position. Nice help coming back from Jen Brown, and that ball's going to roll to the near side, be saved, didn't go out of bounds. Montpelier will pick it up there. It's going to be the ball on the edge of the box, a push, and Lawrenson will go down. Ball went out of play, and we're going to have a corner coming up for Montpelier. Very physical game here in the opening half with 26-26 to go. Agostoni will take the kick, number 15. And again, the wind at this moment, and swirled around, is blowing into her face, and 1-0 Mill River, and again, a lot of speculation on my part, but it's going to be interesting to see how they respond, how the offense adapts, and maybe those young, inexperienced goalies are going to have a quick time of growing up today. They'll go out of play, and Fishwick's going to come over, and she'll take the throw. We're at 25:54 to go. Quarterfinal action, Montpelier, the number 7 seed, against number 2. It's Furno, that's who it is. Audrey Furno came in, okay. And she'll take the throw, number 15 for Mill River, senior on that squad. And Ketchum will settle and drive the ball up across the top of the arc, and no white shirts there. And I guess what I don't know how to explain because I don't know soccer is I hope Mill River doesn't try to just hold on to a 1-0 lead through the game. And I'm not saying they're going to do that, but that had to be quite a stunner to them. One thing Chadburn's been, besides brilliant her whole career, is durable. She's played very much injury-free her whole career. That's going to be in. The Plouffe settles it down, goes into the box, kick blocked at the feet of several players. It's going to come to the edge, and Jenny Brown's going to turn, and she had a goal in that Mount Abe game. She had the first goal of the game, and Brown, another senior on the squad, and boy, she's going to be taking over the top of the ball and going to become a throw for Mill River. I wasn't sure which way the throw was going to go because she was so close to that far side, and we're quite a distance away, but I didn't know if she actually fell on the ball after it was out of bounds or if she carried it forward. We'll have a goal kick coming up, and the winner of this game will go on to play in the semifinals. Like I said, if it's Mill River, it'll be here at Mill River Union High School, North Clarendon, Vermont, USA. And I will be here for that. He'll be taped late. It'll be on Channel 15. You can also pick up a Sam's Good News. That has all the PEGTV listings, the schedule for the week. That's Channel 15, Channel 20, Channel 21. But like I said, I always like just to pick up the telephone and call people. I'll tell you what, Lawrenson, now, see, you've got to understand a crowd mentality. Lawrenson would contact there. They're going to call a foul on her, but in my opinion, which is totally, this is a disclaimer, which is not associated with any other body's opinion, the referees let it escalate to this with all the physical contact by Montpelier. Now he's going to call it tight on a touch by Lawrenson, and that's just my opinion. Because we're going to have a whole open play substitutions coming in. And I'll tell you, this has got some intensity already. They're looking for Sabaski. They'll go over the top. It's going to be settled down by Fishwick. Come back to Sabaski, and it's going to be Mill River with the throw. But that's about as close to the corner as you could be without it going out through the inline. Oh, I'm sorry, throw Montpelier. And there we go. I have to lean a little bit out the window and miss the window jam here. Sebastian with the bump, the ball will come back. Lawrence is going to turn kick, and now we'll have a corner for Montpelier. With 23 minutes to go, Montpelier will have Agostoni come up. She'll strike the ball, and see the wind shifted now. See the flag blowing almost in the direction so the wind will be at her back right here. And again, it's a low shot. Pass came up top, and oh, they better clear it up. Who got the toe on it? It was either Ketchum who was there or Carrie Brown, but that's going to be a save by Furno as she comes diving out. And I'll tell you what, they might have had a down here on the football team here this year. This is more contact than I've seen at a football game this year. And Isabel Furno with a big save. That ball was just trickling around inside the goal area. And the best save was made by a non-goalie. Oh, this is going to be a dandy. We call them Donnybrooks in basketball. I don't know what we'd call it in soccer, but this is going to be a good one. As this is going to be a scrappy game. This is going to be a gritty game for Mill River. I can tell you that right now, just by the way it's already, not only what's happened with Chadburn, but just the way the game's kind of unfolded with its physicality. And with 21:55 to go, Montpelier down 1, has the ball. They'll take the throw, and they'll go up over the top. It's going to be Fenton with the settle. Fenton with a slight kick on it. Ball will roll 5 yards back. Montpelier near the middle of the field to try to establish their attack, get organized, and take it right into the box. And Furno with a nice catch. That's one area that Isabel Furno has really improved on since the first practice camp that I came to with Coach Chadburn. And I don't know how to explain this without sounding demeaning. I don't mean it demeaning. Is she's catching and holding the ball better. A lot of times she would make the save but not be able to control the ball like that, but she's able to hold on to it at a much better rate now, and that's just something that you get better at by playing goal more and more and more. But she's had some good touches. She should be into the game now, and that's been a while since we've seen Mill River come down on the offensive attack, and that's going to be Audrey Furno, number 15. She's the older sibling, the elder of the two Furnos. I'm surprised I haven't seen Mackenzie Mooney out there. She really, when she's not in net, plays the middle of the field very well. And looks like Desiree Gray, yep, number 7 coming in the game for Sebaski for Mill River. It's 1-0 first half action. Quarterfinals, Division 2. And now we've had the subs switch around. We're good to go. And that's number 22 jumping in there to take the throw. It's Megan Welcome. And her throw came in, and Montpelier's done a nice job of transitioning the ball. They've really been able to work it down in the offensive side of the field and establish some control and some time of possession and get some shots in on Furno. And Campbell missed last year's playoffs. Remember, she had mononucleosis, and Chadburn certainly missed her last year. And I don't know if ironic's the word I want, but now it's going to be Campbell, the healthy one this year, and they'll be missing Chadburn. And we're going to have a goal kick coming up on that far side by Montpelier. And for an early start today, pretty good crowd on hand already. That's Furno with the steal, turns. She wants to, oh! I think she's going to be okay. What she did, though, was fall on top of the ball. And I'm just speculating that, but Furno staying down, and hopefully not another injury for Mill River, and hopefully she'll be fine. And now they're going to stop the clock, and another tough physical play made by Montpelier, and they'll come out and take a look at Audrey Furno. 1-0 Mill River with the lead with 19:38 to go in the first half.
You don't have to worry about it,
Mill River, Audrey Furno had to be assisted off the field. And I'm just speculating, but with the way they took her off, it was like she couldn't put weight on one of her legs. And I don't know if it's a knee, ankle, or anything, but right now, I would say she definitely won't be back in the first half. And again, I watched House on TV, and I don't want to play a doctor, but didn't look good. And they're getting low on bodies out there. And Mill River would bring Campbell, number 18, getting set to take the kick here. We'll go up, and oh, tell you what, she had just the right touch on that. It did go a little high, but it had the right wing speed on it, I'll tell you that. Saves 1-0 Mill River, and I'm trying to pick up who might have come in for Furno up front. They pushed Plouffe, Day, and Campbell up front. Jen Brown remains up front. Desiree Gray's in the middle of the field. Fenton Lawrenson and Brown, Carrie Brown, and then of course your sweeper Emily Fishwick. Again, Chadburn already gone with some nature of a, I don't want to say serious like life, I don't mean life-threatening, I just mean kind of injury that's obviously she won't be back today. And then Fernal, Audrey Fernal, assisted off the field there, and I don't know her status, we'll wait and see. But the number 2 seeded 15-0 Mill River squad with the 1-0 lead came on a penalty kick. And I know they do time backwards in soccer, and I don't know why they do that because a guy like me can't do math, but with 27:50 left to play, which would be what, 12 minutes, 10 seconds into the game, I think? And boy, Bunzy keeps listening, he'd be proud of me getting that right. They got a penalty kick, and Chadburn converted it into the only goal of the game, and then not too long after that, 37 seconds later, she was injured, left the game, and that's where we're at right now. And that's Ketchum, and she'll come over, and she will take the throw. And at this position on the field, and she's strong enough, they like to go right into the box with it usually. So you get her momentum and the heave, and oh, it'll come down, and we need a body on it. It'll be settled down by Brown. She'll lift it up, and Lawrenson playing way up the field now. We'll get it back to Brown. They got to get their spacing. It's going to be cleared out by Montpelier. It'll be settled down by Fenton, and then she'll back off the ball. So it'll go up and over the top and pooch it. And Montpelier will not be able to say it was close, but it'll be out of play. And with 17:40 to go, we'll have Fishwick come up and take the throw for Mill River. And that's going to be close, but stay in play. Fishwick with the settle, a dribble, and then the pass. And now we'll go out of play. Fishwick will move up about 8 yards, take the throw. We still got a lot of soccer left to play, and I tell you, I'm wrecked. I don't even have a child playing, and I'm just about wrecked up here doing a game. This is fun in the end, but this is an intense game, and that's going to be out of bounds. We'll have the throw coming up by Montpelier on the far side, and I got to tell you, I mean, I've heard a lot of people, oh, way too much soccer on Channel 15. I tell you, if you were here and you didn't like this or weren't involved in it or getting into it, you just don't have a pulse. This is blood, guts, and glory on the field right now, and that's going to go down, be controlled. See Day step up. Oh, she was sneaky. She got the ball up to Campbell. Now Day will run through. Oh, and she's got some space, and nice step up. Ploof. Okay, at the kick, and you can see the call from behind, and we're going to set the ball down, probably the equivalent of the football 20, and Montpelier, low line drive kick. Day has got some awful good offensive moves. She's young. I believe she's a freshman, if I can recall my memory here. And she's had some goals this year. She's looked pretty smooth offensively, but today she's going to have to step up, and they're looking for a contribution from her offensively, and that was a nice move she made down there a few minutes ago. And that looks, yeah, it's Jess Bullock, number 20, coming in for Mill River. Again, like I said, that bench getting very thin over there, very quick for Coach Chadburn. She replaced Jen Brown, number 10. Good minutes from Jen Brown on the field. And that will go out of play. Mill River will retain possession, and they'll have the throw by Ketchum, and she'll go down in that vacated corner, and they need a white shirt on it, and there's just nobody there right now. They'll roll through the inline. We'll have a goal kick coming up for Montpelier. It's a cloudy day, a little bit windy. Temperature not bad at all. 15:47 to go. It's a busy broadcast booth today up here. And that is going to hit the crown of the field, roll out of bounds, and I'll tell you, it's just a miss kick, and we'll have Ketchum come over. I know I have to look and see that. I should know that's Ketchum coming over. Number 12, one of the captains on the squad. So that goes into the box, it's headed around, goes toward the inline, and boy, it's going to become a corner for Mill River as it goes off from the defender from Montpelier. And Campbell, you can see the wind shifted, the flag is blowing right in her face. As we get set for a Mill River corner, up 1-0, and they're under duress, and that's going to be bobbled around. It's loose in the box, and Mill River lost the ball, and the whistle, yeah. She came down on the ball, I can't do that, yeah. I'm waiting to see if it's Plouffe. Yes, 14, Kayla Plouffe getting up, and that was a nice serve from that corner, and that's going to be trapped down. Sabaski back in the game, number 6. She'll go after it and just be a step late. Now come up to the 40-yard line, and you can see Ketchum. Oh, you got to be kidding me. They're going to call that touch fall from behind. Ketchum will retreat. Now it's probably going to come to the point where they'll call everything like that now. Audrey Frenno on the sideline still being looked at. She left the game injured. Chadburn taken off. I can only assume to the hospital. She had a lot of attention for an upper body injury. And here comes Campbell. While she's dribbling in and out to Plouffe, and she was just taking out the ball at the last step. That'll be settled down by Carrie Brown. I'll go to the outside. Brown will turn around and stay with it. And she's looking, and I believe it's going to be a Mill River throw, and that's what we will have. And Carrie Brown will stay over there and take the throw herself. And Bryn Campbell got there just enough to deflect the ball around, still loose, and 50-50 balls will be settled down by Montpelier. They'll take a short pass, work it to the edge of the circle, and now they'll drive the ball over the offensive end. So Mill River, that last trip down, able to establish some offensive touches in the corner, and it's been a while since we've seen them go offensively, and I'm sure they've kind of got to adjust to all the what's happened here and all the changes on the field body-wise themselves. That's going to kick and roll, and boy, that stayed in play. Catch 'em. Oh, just went off her. Last second, hit the crown, dipped out of bounds. We'll have a Montpelier throw. And we have 13-17 left to go in the first half of play. And they're going to go back and be Mill River. They're going to reverse the call, and we'll have Ketchum coming over, and she will take the throw now for the Minutemen. With that 15-0 record. Number 2 seed just behind Virgins. And are they in a fight today, literally? And that's going to be headed into the edge of the box, comes out to the 20. Lawrence will get there, try to keep the ball down the sin, keep the pressure on. Ketchum will settle it, and they'll work it back to Sabaski, and she wanted to go again. Boy, they're tight passes, short areas, and that's going to be out of bounds, and it'll be a white throw. And Mill River will have Ketchum come over, and Katie Ketchum will get set. Number 12 right in front of you to bring it back to the mark of the spot, which is about 12 yards further back, almost to the edge of the bleachers here on the near side of the field at Mill River Union High School. And interesting call here. Nope, they're going to say off from Mill River. We'll have Montpelier have to wait if we have a horn and substitution coming in. Making Isabel Furno down in net for the Minutemen, was looking sharp early on with a lot of that shots coming. They're going to call a push from behind on Plouffe. And a kick coming up for Montpelier in the green tops, the white bottoms. River with the red bottoms, white tops. And that's going to skip past Desiree Gray. Boy, Ketchum, she's the kind of person that will step up to the moment, and she's everywhere in the field right now. And that's a great play by Ketchum. Then this little slide kick comes out to midfield, and Campbell taking out the ball, will roll over to the Mill River offensive side of the midfield stripe through the circle on the edge and out of play. And it's going to be Mill River taking the throw, as we'll have Ketchum catch up now. And again, they still have defensively Fishwick back at the sweeper position. With that 1-0 lead, I imagine Coach Chadburn will be okay with that alignment. It'll be a matter of if and when and if Montpelier would score, that would change things. But Ketchum doing a nice job up front. She's just playing. Look at that great play. And boy, I tell you, that's going to. Oh, that's a questionable call right there. As it looked like the Montpelier player had extended their arm. In lacrosse, you'd call that warding off. But the call will go against Mill River. And that's going to go past Desiree Gray, and there's the mark by Fenton in the turn, and Lawrence will step up, pinch the ball off. The ball will come back, though, and be to the outside, and Gray trying to get in position, and Fishwick, nice job by Fishwick coming over, and her exit kick didn't go the first time. She stayed with it, and boy, I hope she gets up. Yeah, she will be up, and it's going to stay Montpelier ball, and we'll have the throw right down in front of us here as they'll take it on this near side with 10.5 minutes to go, and did they substitution. Okay, I wasn't quite sure what they stopped play for. And we'll get set to go again. So we had a substitution coming. That's all it was that stopped play there for a second. And that's going to be. Tell you, that was a handshake coming up by Ketchum. Yeah, and that's a good job right there by Ketchum. This is a great opportunity for Montpelier right now, though. That's going to go far side, and Furno will bobble it. Fishwick kept it out once, and tie game. She just couldn't hold on to it. Fishwick got there, and we're going to be tied at 1. And Fishwick getting up very slow, and she might have got kicked in the face, or she's just upset with herself, but for some reason, and I'm not sure what is wrong, but she is upset over something. And I didn't know if she got an injury. She was down on the ground, a kick occurred, and there's all kinds of feet flying around down there. And it's going to be 1-1, Montpelier with a a shot that came in on Furno. She made the initial save, and then Fishwick came in, made the second save, and then they just couldn't get a mark on the ball. And it's going to be, now it'll be interesting, and not that it hasn't been, to see what Mill River will do both emotionally and physically here, tied at 1 without Chadburn available. And we're in the quarterfinal action, and that ball will roll out, and Kerry Brown on the far side, number 13, is here with the mark, and that ball's going to roll, stay in bounds right in front of the Montpelier bench. Bullock with the step up forces the pass. Ball will go to the outside. Fishwick now wanting to overextend, so you stay back in position, go back in the box, and well, right there, the defense never really quite communicated who they wanted to be the step-up position, and that's going to be Furno playing the short hop. Lost her balance, made the save, and whew, that's take your breath moment. Furno got caught between coming out to actually make the short hop play or going back in net, made the save. Then the ball settled back down. Montpelier kicking it off the outside of the net, and all that happening with 8:52 to go. And you just kind of got the feeling, if you're here, that Mill River just wants to make it to halftime, kind of regather, regroup right now. And again, like I said, they've communicated so well all year, but the last 2 trips down inside the 18, they've been scrambling around inside the defensive end. And again, a nice spot on the field for the kick right here, and with 8:28 to go. In a 1-1 game, Montpelier couldn't get it airborne, kept it low. Lawrence will step it up, and Campbell with some turf to work with until she got to just the edge of the circle with turn, and that's going to go out of bounds off from Desiree Gray, and we'll have Montpelier take the throw. And right now we have a cleat being tied. There we go. We're good, set, and all ready to go. 1-1. Montpelier tying it up just moments ago as Gray stepped up, ran by the ball. Lawrenson right there trying to go over the top, and that's going to be Gray. Oh, nice steal. We'll get it to Plouffe, and that's going to come down to Bryn Campbell. Campbell was looking to take off, had taken off her foot, and I believe we'll have a white throw, and yeah, that's what we're going to have. So Ketchum just coming into the ball game now. She had a brief rest on the far side. And again, Fishwick with a lot of conversation right now as far as, I think she wants to get the defensive alignment and assignments squared away out there. And as a sweeper, she is the boss on the field back there. Don't forget, she's like a catcher in baseball. She's looking at the whole play in front of her the whole time. She can see the whole field. And that's going to be Desiree Gray into the box, and Waring will make the catch with Rebecca Day coming in, along with Plouffe. Both are just a little bit late, and they'll just bowl it out. Everything marked long. They went short, and that's going to come up and skip between Ketchum and Gray, and that's going to be a green throw. Well, Montpelier take the throw. 1-1, quarterfinal action, first half of play. And Lawrenson got underneath it and just did get it going out of play. She's trying to soft serve it on this near side. That ball will come around, and that's going to be Gray coming down to Sabaski. It'll be out of play. Montpelier gained about 7 yards on this next throw as they will get set. And nice step up by Sabaski. Took a little nudge from behind, no whistle on the play. And it's going to be picked up by Gray. And again, they're spacing off right now, so they've had to really juggle a lot of different personnel out there. Lawrenson will go up, get it to the center circle, get it to Campbell. She'll try to trap it down, well marked, and now she'll just send the ball through. And again, no support down there on the ball. No, on a white jersey in sight, and Waring will pick it up. And they've got to get some more pressure on that, on the ball. Not only the scoring touch by Chadburn lost, but her ability to see the field, distribute the ball, draw a couple defenders to her, open up other people, and the fact that she's extremely fast at going after those long passes like that. And that's going to be settled down by Brown momentarily, and then Montpelier go to the far side. Fenton will be there, and they'll go between the legs on the dodge move. There's a step up by Lawrenson, and boy, the defense has got to really catch them on the ground. Will pop back up, no whistle on the play, and we'll roll to this near side. Montpelier, nice flow right now in this rush down the field. That'll go to the edge of the box, and that's going to be off from Furno, and that was one of the early learning curves for her, was to be able to control the ball, and Fishwick will carry it up herself on a nice 12-yard rush, get it to Campbell, and she'll lay it back out. Short pass, and Montpelier will be there, and Sabaski ran over the top of the ball, stayed in play, and it's going to be settled down by Lawrenson, and she'll turn. And Coach Chadburn, like I said, biggest thing right now is just to settle his group down and let them play And you can see the play from behind, and I believe there's going to be a card or a warning. Lawrenson. Don't see a card coming out right now, and there won't be one. Just a little talk, and we'll go back to the field with 4:50 to go in the first half of a 1-1 game. Oh, and Sabaski just ran over right there. And no whistle to let him play through, and the race to the ball. Plouffe will be a step late and catch him. And Sabaski back on her backside, and we'll see Lawrence now take the angle defensively. And Fishwick there knocked it down. Follow-up. I believe it was Day this time. They got a piece of it, and that's going to be through the inline, out of play. We have a goal kick coming up for Mill River. And their defense, again, scrambling around, as Fishwick will get set to strike the ball from the far corner. 1-1, Mill River scoring first. 13-10 into the game on a penalty kick. 12-10, I'm sorry, 12-10. That backwards math stuff. And that will be saved to bring Campbell pressure the ball. Now Plouffe will step up, and on the edge of the circle, I'll tell you, the hometown crowd's getting a little restless seeing the bodies flying, the white jerseys out there with no whistles, as that's going to be carried up by Ketchum, and I believe it will become a green throw, and no, Ketchum's going to have the ball. We'll have a Mill River throw, and she'll get set off the edge of the box, get a nice running start, and let it fly. Campbell trying to work around the inside of the defender. Can't get there. She's fast, but not that fast. She'll take it to the corner, and she's going to serve up the corner kick for Mill River. And actually, nice try. It's going to become a goal kick. And I'll tell you what, I'd give her a half a point just for that effort of trying to switch the call around right there. Montpelier, with a 1-1 tie, will have the goal kick coming up. Well, in the face of adversities, when you probably find your real true character, and we'll see what Mill River will do after halftime. They have a very good group out there. I don't want to make it sound like they don't have a chance without Chadburn. I'm sorry if I did that, but this sometimes when you really find out if you were meant to be going to the next level, semifinal action or not. We'll see what happens. Right now, they're just kind of, that's Mooney now, 16 out there for Mill River in the field. As Fenton fell down, got back up, they let him play through. I thought it might have been an inadvertent handball, no call. Now we'll have a whistle, and going to have a kick coming up with 2:25 to go. Mill River just trying to hold on to the tie to get to half. 5, 10, 15, 20. The equivalent probably of close to the 26-yard, 27-yard line of football. It's not a bad spot at all on the field, and that's going to roll, and if they can't get to it, it'll become a corner kick, and that's what we'll have. One out from Fishwick through the inline, and we'll have a Montpelier corner with just 2 minutes left in the first half. You see him set the ball down, get set to go. Oh, and that's touched up front by Mill River. They need to clean the ball up in the box. Got a push called, and we'll have a kick coming up by the Minutemen. So they survived that corner with 1:37 to go, and Fishwick getting set. She'll turn, check with the official on the spot of the ball, and he's happy right where it is. Everything marked short, and Fishwick will step into it. Yeah, came up, hit Plouffe in the hand. We'll have a handball, and Montpelier right on the edge of the circle will bring the ball back up, and they'll get set to put the ball into play. As we near the 72 seconds left to play mark in the first half, that has been quite a first half. And that rolls, and goes out through the inline, and I'm waiting for the official. He'll say corner coming up. So 59 seconds to go, and another corner by Montpelier. It's just about 1 minute to go exactly. They had a corner. And we were able to defend it. That's bodied down and popped up, and it's going to be, oh, what a play. Did they call that on Fenton? I'm trying to bite my tongue, but that's, wow, she was playing the ball. Oh, okay. It's a good thing I don't know the official's name. That's all I got to say, because I'd be in a lot of trouble. The corner, third corner, inside 2 minutes, down to 10 seconds. It's not like field hockey. If the time expires before you get the kickoff, Oh boy, that's lane, and they're going to survive it. 3 corners in the last 2 minutes, a ton of questionable calls, and 1-1 to score.
Yeah, maybe she gets the kicker off.
As we get set here in a 1-1 game, and we're watching the ball come in again, 1-1, and that's Jen Brown giving chase. We switched into the field to win pretty much same conditions we had in the first half. I want to bring you up to date. I don't want to hammer this, but I want to bring you up to date. Big news of the day, and it's bad news, was Courtney Chadburn was injured, had to leave the game, left, I'm assuming, with her mom to go get x-rays on somewhere in her upper body, shoulder, arm, shoulder, wrist, somewhere like that. Then Audrey Frenno came in to replace her. She got injured, and it seemed to be ankle, leg, shin, somewhere down low. She's gone. There's been a ton of questionable calls made and not made. Mill River mostly being on the downside of all those calls. And they've had to really renegotiate their lineup here as far as shifting people around. It's Campbell that came in, made it, still took the shot. It's been a very physical game, to say the least. I think if anything, whether you like me or dislike me, you will give me that. It has been physical. We're going to kick now and take place Montpelier, the 7th seed, taking on number 2 Mill River, who came in at 15-0. Mill River had the lead until 2/3 of the way through the first half, and then Montpelier getting a goal after a save by Furno in net, and then a save by Fishwick, the sweeper, and then the ball just could not get marked up enough, and then the shot and the score by Montpelier. This is Ketchum, who played a very strong game in the first half out there. And that will go out of play. We'll have another throw, and Ketchum will be right in front of the Montpelier bench. And 38 minutes to go. And again, if it is tied at the end of regulation, you play a 10-minute session. Golden goal, first goal wins. Basically, they call it sudden victory, but it's just like good old days when we had sudden death. And then you play 2 10-minute overtime periods, and I don't know what happens after that. I know at some point, whether it's after the 3rd overtime, that you go to a shootout, but you have to end with a winner. You cannot win tie. There's Fishwick with the step up, and then she's cut off, and she'll get back in the position, and that ball will go, there it is, I didn't shift to my knee. Will go outside from Ketchum to Lawrenson, and her pass knocked down, and Montpelier with the ball served up into the box, and nice markup. But the thing is, and I don't know soccer, as you obviously can tell, even after 11 years of it, it's got to be a different offensive attack for Mill River without Chadburn out there and people shifted around. But they can't play like a prevent defense they do like people do in football. I mean, you've got to really, they can't stop concentrating on scoring and wait for a break, a counterattack. I know it sounds silly, but I just don't believe, especially in soccer, that you can just play on your defensive side the whole half and have a realistic chance to score. And that ball sent through, a nice little pass, and the give and go coming back. That's Brown, and then Fishwick with the step up, and that will be out of play, and we will have a throw by Montpelier. And there it is. Sometimes you can't find the ball soon enough. As Cloutier will. Oh, she didn't take the throw. Okay, there she is. I get pretty emotionally wrapped up in the games. And on the clearing attempt, it ricocheted off a couple different Montpelier players, and Plouffe slow to get up. And again, that bench, or they're getting awful thin for Coach Chadburn as far as having available bodies. Brown will use the back of her head, and nice job. Got it to the center of the field, and that's where the kick was deflected, and they'll try to link it up, and nice. They took their time. Fenton will link it up to Brown. She'll give chase, and I believe it's going to be a white throw, and Brown with that good hustle put pressure on the defense. And he'll bring Ketchum. Ketchum's probably ran 2.5 miles just going from side to side to take all these throws. And she'll get set now with 36 minutes left in regulation in a 1-1 game in the quarterfinals of Division II. And Bryn Campbell called off. Day didn't really get the muscle behind the shot she wanted. Campbell ran a nice little screen in front of her, but then again, Day just kind of hooked it and didn't get a shot off. And pressed the goalie, and that's going to be Lawrenson going shoulder to shoulder, and nice step up on that side by Fishwick. She'll lose it out of. Oh, you know what she did? She kicked it off from the Montpelier player out of play. Nice job by Emily Fishwick. And that's going to be off from Campbell forward, and here comes the pursuit as Campbell dogging the ball. And Lawrenson with the step up will look for Sabaski. Sabaski was looking to take off, and then she got stopped. Nice job defensively on the step up and the challenge there by Montpelier. And Montpelier trying to bring it outside and wide, and Fenton with the mark, Fenton with a great mark, and then Fishwick came up. Nice job by Fishwick and Fenton on the defense. As Brown double team taken down, and thank you, a whistle. Now we'll see if they'll call it on Mill River or on Montpelier. Brown playing pretty tough right there. As Fishwick will look back and get the spot where the ball will be placed for the kick. And Emily Fishwick, a junior at Mill River. And that ball's going to come down, and nice support on the back side, and we're going to have a white throw. We're going to have a Mill River throw, and that'll bring, or we're going to have a foul, I believe. Yeah, since Fishwick's coming up, it'll be a foul and a kick, because Fishwick will come up, mark the ball. And again, they're about 5 yards shy of the edge of the circle, so they're about 15 yards back from midfield. And Fishwick with a low line drive, bounce, get it to Day, and Day trying to fight through the Montpelier player. Will get it off to catch him. She wants to send it down through. Off the head of Bryn Campbell into the box, and picked up by Waring. Right idea, they just needed somebody on the ball for that second link. As Lawrenson, I'm sure Coach Chadburn had a lot to talk about at halftime as far as staying focused and defensive assignments. Like I said, with about 9 or 10 minutes left in that first half, Mill River got a little loose in their defensive end. And I never did look out in net. It is Furno, I believe. Whoops, sorry. I was looking over the top of the camera. As I'm just trying, it's quite a distance to look. I'm just trying to see if that is Furno or Mooney in net in the second half. That's going to be offside. Offside's the call. And I still can't tell who that is. Isn't that awful? It looks like Mackenzie Mooney, but it's not her usual colored jersey. It's usually the bright yellow jersey. So Fishwick will get set for the kick. And that will float, and oh, Jen Brown with a nifty little kick to Campbell. Campbell will settle and send the pass through just ahead of Plouffe. Plouffe will give chase, and Sabaski will be there to cut it off. Sabaski will come back to the middle of the field, and Sabaski looking for the crease to send the ball through to Brown, and she wants to give it back to Sabaski. Knocked down, ball will come back up, and Montpelier with a chance to dribble 5, 10, 15 yards. There's a step up by Lawrenson right at midfield. They'll skip over and get the pass down. As Ketchum will get back here, slip, get her positioning back. A nice markup. That's going to be Carrie Brown. It is, or they're with a nice markup. So here keeps trying to steer everything to the outside. That ball will trickle in. Fishwick didn't get the foot she wanted on it. It'll pop up. That was Day. I'm sorry, that's Fishwick there. That was Rebecca Day. And we're going to have a corner coming up for Montpelier. Big moment in the game. Montpelier with the corner with 32 minutes to go. 8 minutes gone in the second half. And the sun breaking through. Let's hope that's a good omen for Mill River here. And if watching the alignment, everybody going right at the box. The kick stayed low, stepped up, controlled. Fenton got a piece of it. Ball sent back in, pops up. Fenton, and she'll go back. Nice call off by Campbell to pop up. And will it stay in play? No, go out of bounds. But it'll just be a throw this time for Montpelier. I'm thinking that looks more like Mackenzie Mooney the more I look at her. Now I'm sure she's got more than one shirt. Oh, nice jump up there. A nice attack by Ketchum. It will still be a throw in possession to Montpelier, but it never got into the box on the cross. Oh my goodness, there's an ambulance on the far side and they're loading somebody into it. I have no idea what happened. They look like an adult, but I have no idea what happened. I don't believe it was a player, but I can't say that for sure. I'm just a different day, terrible day here at Mill River. Well, I'll see if somebody can tell me what that was all about. I didn't see a player get injured, and I can't believe it was Audrey Furno that they wouldn't load her in the car like they did Courtney Chadburn. And ball went on a play while the throw by Mill River. No, see JoJo's on that side still. And that ball will hit, roll. Bryn Campbell collides. Ball goes out of play. And we'll have Kayla Plouffe. Yeah, she's going to take the throw. No. Okay. It wasn't because they brought Ketchum up. It's because it went Montpelier. They reversed the call. Lawrence, nice job stopping that rush. No, they did not. Yes, they did get possession. Okay, so it'll be Fishwick with the throw, and Emily will step up and let it fly, and that will be settled down, popped up. Campbell turns, and her pass knocked down, comes back. Montpelier in the right spot. We'll have the ball and work it back to go forwards, and there it is over the top. And that's going to be marked up by Fenton. Sabaski to Plouffe, both using the head. Sabaski to follow, flies through the air. He didn't get it, catch him. Got a piece of it, couldn't control it. Now Plouffe, nice job of staying on the play on the mark. Montpelier trying to transition down into the box at the top of the arc. Will turn, work at the outside. Lawrence lost her balance, and there's the ball coming through. And boy, there's a lot of white jerseys in good position. And poof, just wide. Can you see if that's Mackenzie Mooney in that? That's What happened with the ambulance thing? Okay.
I know it's 3-2 Rutland with 20 minutes and 25 minutes left.
Okay. So that is Mackenzie Mooney in net. The freshman will get to play here in the second half in goal for Coach Chadburn. And that was from Day. And boy, they're tight quarters down there as far as getting their spacing correct. And kind of spread the field out. Brown will turn. Brown has played a very, very good game today for Coach Chadburn. And Day will get it going. And Mill River looking to again get some distance. And Campbell a little frustrated. The ball a little bit too much lead on it. Will go out of bounds. And we'll have Montpelier with 28:40 left in the game. Well, in regulation, actually, we're tied at 1 still. And that will be, stays in bounds, lets it go between the legs, and a little miscommunication will give Mill River back the throw. Nope, they're going to say green ball. Montpelier came in with 8-4-3 the record, 7th seed. And Campbell came forward and just missed her. She's trying to head the ball back, and nice job. That's Brown coming up, fighting for the ball. Brown will take it away, and she came to the outside. Campbell cut to the inside, and now we'll get possession back momentarily to Montpelier as Rebecca Day fighting tough out there, and it's going to be stepped up now by Carrie Brown. And she was able to drag it about 5 yards forward, and that's going to be Lawrence trying to get it once, twice, and Montpelier with some field to work with now as Fenton trying to get back into position. Nice job by Fishwick. Oh, it was all or nothing for Fishwick right there, and she made the play defensively. Ketchum and Minutemen trying to get the transition game going. They're trying to send the ball through. Shot and wide, just missed it. Jen Brown, nice job. Goal kick for Montpelier. The best rush in the second half by Mill River right there. From their perspective, best rush of their half here. That was Ketchum that stood up. Campbell never got the shot through. Ketchum trying to bring it down, didn't get it down. It's cool enough to get the shot away. Now roll back out, and it's going to be sent back in by Lawrenson on that far side of the box. And Montpelier chasing now on their defensive assignments. Lawrenson, oh, she just got great gravity, great balance that she can. Oh, Jen Brown being tough, and there should be no whistle on that play. Nice job. And Jen Brown having a game of the season here for herself. Campbell will hit the deck, and it'll be Campbell getting up, and who will take the throw here? I'm looking for Ketchum. There comes Katie Ketchum. We're nearing a 26-minute left to play mark in regulation. 1-1, all the scoring taking place in the first half. And Ketchum will let it fly, and bodied, not shot. It was trying to bring it down on one motion. Oh, nice step. That's Fenton that timed the challenge. Came up and got the ball, reversed it. She'll swing around and see her keep her body between her and the defender. To Bullock. Bullock will come across. That's a dangerous pass to go to the middle of the field with. And then settled and sent and stepped up, and a lot of bumping and grinding going on. Been a good second half here. Mill River did a nice job at kind of recomposing themselves at halftime, which I knew Coach Chadburn would do. He's done a nice job here overall with the entire program throughout his 6 years. And that was just a miss kick. See if they'll be able to possess it. They will. And Carrie Brown cannot keep it in bounds. Sabaski tried and couldn't tow it in. We have subs coming in for the Montpelier side, and again with 25-27 to go in the second half. We're tied at 1 in this quarterfinal game. Winner will move on to the semis, and the loser will have to get packed up and have their banquet and call it a season. Oh, Fenton Nice job stepping up. They'll drive it through the middle of the box. Fenton right at the edge will get it, settle it down, and link up now with Ketchum. Went to settle the ball and turn, and it just kept rolling beyond her. She couldn't control it enough. Montpelier back in the groove. Oh! They went to get like a hook on the kick, and boy, it's been a nice counterattack here by both sides, coming back and forth. Oh, and a big miss, and the shot. Mooney with the save! Mackenzie Mooney with the save of the game! Fishwick gambled on the pick and got faked out on it, and then Mooney just aggressively came out, corner for Montpelier, and Campbell trying to scramble to get back defensively and get her mark. It was a short serve. It'll come back, see if they can lob it back over the box on the cross, and again short again. Fishwick skying for that, and it'll be sent up and not out. Possession. Plouffe will chase it down, give away, and Fenton came up from behind looking for Sebastian. Montpelier can be able to keep the ball, keep the pressure. Mackenzie Mooney, remember the save she made at the end of the season against Woodstock on the road? And oh, turf just went out underneath the feet right there. Lucky she didn't get injured. And I'm thinking green ball, that's what we got. Okay. We're tied at 1, and it's a nail biter as Montpelier looking for the upset over number 2, Mill River. And I'm really not sure upset would be a good word, but it's been a battle, that's for sure. It's Lawrenson, got it, pops it up, settles it down, and Jen Brown took a dribble or two, and then Montpelier, very quick team themselves, able to really react, get down, and aggressively challenge all the turf out there today. Campbell got there just a second late. That's going to be a white throw, and here comes Ketchum. If I can find number 12, I can usually know where the ball's going. Yeah, she'll take the throw, and the horn did sound. They have substitutions coming in. It's Desiree Gray coming in for Katie Sebaski for Mill River. We're 3 minutes from the midway point. We're at 23 minutes left to go in regulation. That will go straight up, straight up, straight up, and there's the header to midfield, and it'll roll, and nice job, Fishwick. Again, the sweeper, nobody to mark. They're able to roam the field and just disrupt the play like that. And Jess Bullock with a nifty move, got the steal, came hard off from the foot of Brown, and then gave possession back to Montpelier. And they want to switch fields, and they'll dump it down in the corner, and I don't think they're going to get there. No, it'll roll out through the inline. We should have a goal kick coming up for the Minutemen, and you see Mooney will mark the ball for Fishwick. Oh boy, put a bookmark down by that save by Mackenzie Mooney. That will just escape Bullock, as was a tad long, into her inside motion. Now she'll get back defensively. On the turn, the ball will go out of play, and we'll have Emily Fishwick, come over now and take the throw. Gets a nice high lob. Did stay in play. The wind kind of snarled it on her, but Montpelier will transition, and that's Lawrenson. She'll take a tumble, and that will become, I would hope, a kick for Mill River. And it will be, I believe they're going to move it back about a yard or so. Yeah, Fishwick will get set, and we're in the second half of the quarterfinal soccer game, Division 2. Mill River 1, Montpelier 1. And real decent kick. It's been a tad windy out there, but overall it really hasn't affected play. Temperature's been very cooperative. We haven't had no rain. And there are a few spots now and then where the turf will go out from underneath your feet, but overall the field was in excellent condition when I walked it. And that ball will come back, and Fishwick, see her always head up, looking around the field, surveying it, and was not deflected out of bounds. It went out from Fishwick's foot. No, it did get deflected. Okay, so it'll become a white throw, and Fishwick had the ball all the time ready to go, and she knew more about it than obviously what I do all the time. Sebaski, after a very short rest, will come back onto the field for Mill River. Number 6, she'll replace 20 Bullock. And again, in the second half, you get those short breaks because you want to have as fresh legs in a short amount of time as you can out there. You want to get tired, just like in hockey. You don't get caught out there and be tired and not be able to chase somebody down. That's going to roll in. Fenton looks to be in okay position right now, and nice physical play, and then the step up. Good communications defensively back there, and that's going to go up over the top, and Mooney will make the grab. And I tell you, the thing right there, she held on the ball. That's going to be up, 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 and that's Congdon. That's who I know it is now. It's Alyssa Congdon out there, number 3. Campbell couldn't make the move, get around, did go off from the defender out of bounds, and we'll have a white throw, and it'll be It's going to be Sabaski just up over the ball, and she's going to take the throw. Yep. And I think that's a good move now, just to keep the tempo going. It's who's ever over the ball, just get up and go with it. They're going to bring Ketchum back to relieve Congdon, and we just hit the midway point. We're at 20 minutes left to go in regulation. 1-1 the score here on Channel 15 Sports, PEG TV. And Bryn Campbell nudged off the ball, and good play by Montpelier. That's not going to have enough legs to get there, but can Plouffe get a piece of it? Shot. Oh, just wide. Oh, just wide. And just inches from being a lead for Mill River, will stay tied at 1. Put a bookmark right there at 19:24 to go. Mill River serves it up. They crunch the field down, and the ball went to Plouffe, to Gray, to Plouffe, and they'll fight for it in the far corner. See Gray take the angle, try and get the pass. A little bit tougher, and then knocked down by Carrie Brown. And, oh, nice job by Montpelier. They got some turf to work with. And really, they've got some numbers right now. Lawrenson trying to get in the way of the pass. It's going to come through. Fenton in pretty good position. They'll work at the inline, and I have to wait for the call. Corner. Montpelier will get a corner out of that, as Fenton must have touched it last. Goal kick, I'm sorry. And we've got subs coming in for the Montpelier squad right now. The breaking the action is that they're getting some laces tied up on those cleats out there, as Mackenzie Mooney will put the ball down, and Fishwick can't kick it with loose cleats. So Emily all set now, back in her equipment. They'll go out. Everything was marked long, and then came short, and Carrie Brown turned to make the move, and then Fishwick got up there, and that should still be a goal kick coming up for Mill River. As I clearly saw at that time that it was off from the Montpelier player. We have just 18:11 to go in regulation. Mill River just moments ago missed getting the lead. And that's going to skip and come up, and Sabaski able to get around the defender, get in the front. Lawrenson with the pass back will go over the top end. That stayed in play. Congdon got there, and they'll play it to the center of the field. It did look like a handball, and everybody hollering for it on the sideline. Nobody made the call on the field, and that'll go up over midfield. And again, Montpelier looking for that win on the road. Yeah, and another handball not called. That's 2 now on his last sequence of plays, and that's going to go up, and lots of hoots and hollers from the River fans who really got to believe there hasn't been a game called to their liking here. Brown made the moves. She overcommitted, and that gave the opening as Fishwick will come up and just inch the ball out toward the sideline. Montpelier right there. They'll go back up, and that is going to be, wow. What happened there? Offside, okay. Thank you. I was wondering why everybody kind of came to a sudden stop there and let him shoot. So it's 17 minutes left in the second half. We'll have Fishwick now take the goal kick, the junior for Mill River. I'll tell you what, there'll be a lot of bumps and bruises and scrapes after this game on everybody out there. Lawrenson able to get ahead on it, not possession at Fishwick will, that's going to be, oh yeah. Mooney skied for it, but it was over the crossbar, and that will be out of play. And we'll have a goal kick coming up, and again, there'll be Mill River with that 15-0 record. Mine is Courtney Chadburn today, and I probably said too much already, but it didn't look like she would be available for the rest of this game. Hopefully, there'll be a better news officially, but that'll be in play, stays in play. Montpelier dubbed the kick, came down on top of it. That's going to be off from the toe of Congdon. Congdon, I don't know if she got a piece of it or not, but it is rolling toward the sideline. It's going to just not quite have enough juice to make it there without help. Lawrenson last touched it, will Montpelier take the throw. They had a good spot on the field. You have to go right down like that toward the edge of the box. Ketchum will get their turn fire, and Campbell just a step late. We're going to have a white throw, and that'll bring Katie Ketchum up from behind the play, and she will get the throw in bounds, and that's going to be poof, just a second late to get there, and they'll be up and to the ball boy made a nice catch, and now we'll have Ketchum. She'll have to hold on for a second. As again, substitutions coming in, it's going to be Jen Brown coming back in for Congdon. Nice minutes by Congdon on the field today for Coach Chadburn. And that's going to be settled down by Sabaski. Lost it, trying to bring it down under control, and we'll have 15 minutes to go in regulation. Still tied at 1. That's a very high lob, and they're going to call a push from behind on Ketchum, and a kick coming up right at midfield. It should be right on the red stripe out there. And that is going to be kneed down by Fishwick. Up, and Mooney got down that short post. They're trying to cross the ball over. They bring it back to the inside foot, and oh, I don't know if it would have made it. It sure looked like it could have hooked inside it, but she made another big save, and it's going to be a corner for Montpelier. So Montpelier, with 14:39 to go, will get a corner on this near side of the field. You see him heading over. Now, what I got to do here? Yeah, you bear with me. And the breeze really has quieted down quite a bit here as this afternoon's progressed on. So as they get set, looking for the lead on the corner. Mooney, that's it, yep. He's looking. Oh my goodness, it's going, she made it. She got it and saved it, and I don't know how she did it. But that is not a goal, it is a save. Mooney now with 3 tremendous plays. I don't know how it didn't happen, but it didn't. Oh, I should have read her horoscope today. First of all, I'd have to know her birthday, but let's hope it was a good one. That was a great kick on the serve by Montpelier. That was a tremendous serve as a hooked, and kept going in toward Mooney, who made the initial grab, and it slipped through her hands, fell behind her. A lot of people there. The referee right on top of it, just kept pointing, never blew the whistle, and it became a goal kick. Fishwick was looking for Brendan Campbell and just couldn't make the link up, and that's going to be settled down by Brown to Lawrence, and then she'll stop it with the toe, and then pass kind of died on her as it came back, and they're looking to drive it in. Great play. Gonna line it up, and that went out from Fishwick through the inline. The corner coming up for Montpelier as they're putting the pressure on Mill River. Their second corner inside a minute, and they're going to strike it from the opposite side of the field now. But again, well, breeze is blowing. You can see it is definitely behind their back right now. And that came up well short of the post, and you can see Fenton fought for it, and we're going to have a goal kick now by Mill River. So they'll survive another corner, and Fishwick will have to wait, as we have Rebecca Day coming in number 5 for the Minutemen. And that's all we're breaking for right now is Fishwick waits for the subs, and see Fishwick actually directing a little traffic out there. She wanted somebody to come back, and I went out from Ketchum and picked up by Montpelier, and they'll go wide and they'll trap it down, turn and lose their footing, and it will become a Mill River throw. And looks like Desiree Gray, I think they want them to move it back, and they're going to Fishwick take it about 10 yards further back from what they tried to do with Desiree Gray, and that's going to be a little overthrow in the play as they're looking to get it to Gray, and it's going to end up on Rebecca Day's foot, and her dribble came a little bit far out in front of her. Campbell will make the stab at the ball, not get it, and that pass stayed low and soft, and that gave Fenton a chance to step up to it. Oh, you talk about adversity today. Mill River squad has lost Courtney Chadburn and Audrey Furno, and they lost their lead of 1-0, and it's going 1-1 now as we're nearing the 11:48 left to play in regulation mark, and then that throw got into the edge of the box. Brown, who's been just outstanding today, turned and couldn't get enough hook on the ball, kicked it out of bounds. And Montpelier, those green uniforms, will get set now, and again they'll just try to get some possession. They've had quite a few corners here in the second half, and that will go out, and Fishwick will take the goal kick as she will just dribble the ball back up to this near side of the box. And she will step into it. Got a nice hook on the ball. It's going to be bodied down, and Montpelier able to really crunch the field down on that kick, and yeah, it's going to be a white throw. And see if they go up with Fenton right there. They'll catch him over, and they're going to bring Fishwick over, and she'll take the throw. So Emily will end up taking the throw for the Minutemen, coached by Randy Chadburn. And again, nice lob, and got pushed from behind. We have a kick coming up, and Fishwick should move up and take the kick. They gained about 15 yards on possession here, and they're going to. And what's the relevance of that? That 15 yards should get you that much closer to being in the goal area. As Fishwick will back it up, and again, she has played, I believe, every minute of today's game. I don't remember her coming out at all. And she has played a great game. And that's going to be Brown trying to go off to a 5-yard pass and came on top of it a tad bit. Lawrenson will step up, and she got there for the deflection, and that will give Mill River a chance to mark up as Montpelier will get the ball right in front of the bleacher area, and they'll get that start, and there's the throw. Montpelier has played very well today, but I'll tell you what, it was a very physical. Not that it has not still been, but that first half was extremely physical. Now be off from Fishwick to the corner. Mooney will get out there and get on top of it. And Mackenzie Mooney has had a huge second half for the Minutemen. She'll take the punt, and not bad. She would have liked about a 60-yarder there, but she took what she got, and they'll serve it up over, and Fishwick, again, just kind of hanging back there. And, ooh, a risky play is if that goes off for Mooney through the inline, he would have got a corner out of it, but she's able to corral it in and get set to take the punt as we're down to 9:33 to go in this playoff game. If they do get to overtime, it's golden goal, which basically means whoever scores first will win the game. Jen Brown got there, came hard off her foot, and she couldn't save it, and we'll have possession go over to Montpelier. They got 2 balls on the field, and that's what they stopped for a second. Then they wanted to back up about 5 yards, and everybody's happy now. And they'll take the throw. It'll skip past Ketchum, go to Sabaski, and come down near the center circle. And a lot of time to settle it and think what they want to do with it, and that was Desiree Greger. They pressured the ball nicely, and we'll have a throw now by the Minutemen. It'll be Fishwick coming over, and good to go sign there as they had the subs coming in from Montpelier. They'll be right near midfield, be headed out. And Fishwick will move up about 10 to 15 yards. You can see the background, the bench area for Mill River. And been quite a ride today for Coach Chadburn. And that's going to kind of just die up in the air, be out of bounds, and it'll be another throw for the Minutemen. They're just gradually moving forward with each new possession here on their throws. And when she lets go of it, she was just about at midfield. And Campbell just couldn't get there. Bounced too far away from her, and that gave the Montpelier squad a chance to send it back up over the top. Bullock there, nice job. She'll come back today. She'll go from the knee to the body to the foot and up ahead, and her pass again just a tad long. And this will be rolled back in Montpelier and Mill River in a dandy here. Channel 15's website again is www.pegtv.com. Ketchum came all the way back across the field, made a nifty move once, twice. See how strong she is on her feet? Look at that. That is great play by Ketchum. And the crowd appreciating it here at Mill River. Great effort by Katie Ketchum. See Bullock called off by Brown, and that kick will be to Campbell, which can't save it. It'll be out of play. Down to 7:40 to go in regulation. All the scoring took place in the first half. Mill River's goal came on a penalty kick by Courtney Chadburn. And there's Fishwick. Lost her over there in the canopy area. And she'll throw the ball right in front of her own bench and get the lob on it and be out of play and be a whistle, and we'll have Montpelier take possession. And right now, basically, in my opinion, with just 7 minutes to go, you're pretty much in overtime right now. If each team's only scored a goal in almost 2 full halves, the odds of everybody scoring 3 or 4 more times here, not impossible. Just like to play the odds. There's the through ball, and it'll get into the box, and it's not going to have enough juice, is it, to make the in-line? Yeah, it'll just go over. Had just enough oomph in it to get it up over the line, and we'll see Fishwick get the mark, and she'll take the goal kick for the Minutemen. Trying to gut out a win here in a gritty game in the quarterfinals. Winner, obviously, will move on to the semis. Again, if it's Mill River, it'll be here on their home turf. Of all days on Halloween, but it's a 1.5 miles till we get there, so nice step up and then the send, and nobody there will roll out bounds, and we'll have Montpelier every possession now basically a nail biter. That's why these kicks that go out of bounds or the traps that don't get settled are huge. And it's going to be Lawrence, and she's able to settle spin and send the ball back up. Sabaski with a nice job getting underneath it. Then catch him with a header forward. They need some support on the ball. They're going to keep going backwards. And boy, I never liked that play, but it did work out for him. Day trying to get the trap, and Lawrenson will back her up. That's going to be taken out from Lawrenson's foot. Stepped up by Fenton. She'll immediately get back to position defensively. And then I'll go over into the corner now. As you can see right there, it's Bullock. Again, great job defensively by Fenton and then Bullock. And that's going to be Sabaski. And he'll roll out a play. And I'm thinking green throw. And there, I might be right for once. Yep. We're down to 5:31 to go. And Brown got there. And you know, she pulled up a little bit lame. This is going to be a tough angle to get a shot off from. As Fishwick got there and says she didn't touch it. Let's see what the official says. And it looks like they're bringing it to Mooney for a corner. And yeah, Mackenzie Mooney calling for the ball. Even though she won't take the kick, it'll be Fishwick. But usually the goalies have this little routine where they'll mark the ball down for the sweeper. But this time Fishwick just took care of everything herself. Short kick, short field, and that's going to be sent back. And boy, a nice, brisk, quick pass there. But it came back out a little too tight. And Sabaski trying to dribble up through the field, had it taken off her foot, and that's going to be out of play, and we'll have a white throw. And I believe that's Congdon coming back in the game, number 3. It is. So Alyssa Congdon coming back in the game for Mill River. Played very well here in this playoff game. And there's the throw, and it's going to be all green on the ball until Sabaski got in there, got a left leg on it, and Sabaski will come back. Sabaski ridden off the ball there. So thank you. There's a whistle. I'll see if it goes Mill River's way now. Yep. 4:17 to go, and Fishwick will put the mark down. I think she wants to bring it about 5 yards forward, and she'll walk it up to the official. Yep, does that right there. Yeah, he's good. And that will be off from Day, and she'll just be a step late to get there. Up over the top, head of steam coming on. Fishwick coming way, way out. Now she'll retreat back, get in position. And that's going to go in, and boy, Montpelier, it's going to be a tough angle. Lawrence will just kick it out. Will it become a corner or just a throw? So I'm waiting to see. It looks like a throw because I lost it on this angle, and it looks like it'll just become a throw by Montpelier. So with time ticking down to 3:32 to go, Montpelier, good spot on the field right here is they're waiting for the sub. You know, I lost the ball on the throw because they brought a new person in to take. There we go. They shouldn't do that to me, but they do. That's going to be, looks like a goal kick. Nope, corner, okay. So just about 3 minutes to go. You see Mill River defensively getting in position out there for a corner. And boy, if you're ever going to capitalize on a corner, this is your coach would have a wish. This would be it right here. Montpelier with a corner on its near side, the flag blowing, showing you the breeze right there as they get set to strike the ball. Going to be kicking into the wind, and that's going to be Usa short and behind the net, and I'm not sure if the wind affected it, but it really didn't become much of a threat with 2:47 to go. We'll have Emily Fishwick, number 4, out there, and she has been busy today. To catch him to Sabaski, she'll dribble to the outside, get a little breathing room, and her pass could be, yep, just a tad long. It'll be saved on this near side and go out of bounds off from, well, I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to be Mill River's ball. It looked like it went off from Sabaski, but Ketchum will take the throw, and they're looking for Bryn Campbell, but she's got a lot of company now that Chadburn's had to leave the game. The defensive assignment's got a lot easier, and that's going to be too much. That had some juice on it, but too much juice. With 2 minutes to go, we'll have a goal kick coming up by Montpelier. And all kinds, as Jocelyn Parker will get set to take the kick, number 11 for Montpelier. Mill River marking everything short, and the kick coming up, and well, I tell you what, that was a short kick, and it was headed by Campbell, and it came into Waring, and she will make the grab, and she'll take the punt. It's another low short kick, and step up and see if they can shorten the field. Lawrence will go back, retrieve it, and she's staying with it, and just will send it on this opposite side. Too much, maybe? Yep, this crown of the field, I think, is what gave the ball enough momentum to go out of bounds, and with a minute and a half to go, in a 1-1 second half score here, and that's going to roll back, and Bullock makes this nice short soft pass, was trying to get it to Congdon, and then there's the ball coming through, and it'll come in, and Mackenzie Mooney, or was there a whistle behind the play? Oh yeah, there's going to be a whistle behind the play and a foul and a kick coming up now. Oh, you talk about a time and a moment in the game. Look at the spot on the field. Just outside the arc, and basically for the game right here with 55 seconds to go in the second half, 1-1, and Montpelier trying to nail the long trip here with a win. And that was an awkward looking play from the conception of it. Ball down in the box, knocked down, still in there, scrambles around, and it will come out to the 25, and Montpelier trying to transition it back in, and offside. Forget about it, offside. I heard the whistle, You talk about nail biting. 27 seconds to go, and they're going to bring the ball. There's the indication. Okay, I was waiting for the official. It's the only signal I know besides a handball. And Fishwick looking for a long kick here. She doesn't want to shorten the field. As that will go deep and go underneath Campbell, or Congdon. That's Congdon out there, and she'll come up and looking for Day. Ball knocked down. We're to 1 second, and we're going to have overtime in a 1-1 game, and we'll follow Mackenzie Mooney off the field as the freshman goalkeeper. Oh yeah, she deserves all those high fives and hugs. What 3 saves were tremendous she made in the second half. We'll be back. We'll have the coin flip, and we'll go to sudden victory. I tell you, everybody's into it. We're in overtime. First goal will win it. First goal will send whoever kicks it to the semifinals. Mill River 1, Montpelier 1, and that's going to be Lawrenson looking up, and again, that's going to be off from the foot. Every possession is such a crucial thing. I mean, it is anyways, but when one goal is going to win it and there's no time left to make up time, like you get a goal with 18 minutes left, you've got time to work with the other team. Right now, this is it. It's over. And I believe, and I hope it never comes into play, after talking to people who know soccer a lot better than me, we're looking at 2 10-minute overtimes, 2 5-minutes, then possibly the shootout, but they start taking people off the field like in field hockey when we get to that third overtime. Unofficially, we believe 8-on-8. Fishwick will come up, and boy, Mill River, remember Desiree Gray, she had a chance on a putback and just missed by inches wide. And then there's so many moments to go through and mark in the game of the save by Mackenzie Mooney, the shot by Desiree Gray. I mean, they're just that was Rebecca Day is okay, but she came up for the header, and they're going to, it's going to be a number 8. Hopefully she's not holding her nose, but she's going to stay in the game and take the kick. And the official just checking with her. He wants to make sure no blood, I believe. That's Segal, Morgan Segal, and she'll get into her position now. And that was a hard-earned kick, let me tell you that. Looks like she's going to be okay. We're in the first 10-minute overtime period. And the cheer is Mrs. Chadburn is back. And I can only assume that she's got her daughter with her, hopefully. That's up, bounces in, and she'll make the grab. And behind the play, we have a player down, and Montpelier, they'll get the kick away. Short field, short kick, and Sabaski will try to bring it to the outside. Had it taken off from her foot. Montpelier will serve it up into the box, and Mackenzie Mooney will short hands, bury it, then let the body fly over the top of her. And, Courtney Chadburn with an arm in a sling. Somebody just hollered Willis Reed from this. When people too young, he came and played in the Knicks championship game with a broken leg. And I don't think they're going to allow Courtney to do that with her arm. Nope. But there is somebody out there at my age who remembers that. That's cool. And that's going to be Congdon, number 3. And boy, she's put in some great moments today. She played tough off the bench for Coach Chadburn. Besides Courtney Chadburn being injured, remember Audrey Furno left the game with what appeared to be a leg injury of some nature. She has not come back into the game. That's going to be Fishwick getting into Bullock. She wants to turn and has the ball taken off her foot, and that's going to be Sabaski, and she'll body it forward, and then she'll go back. Got just enough of the ball to try to get it toward midfield. It'll be short, and Montpelier having a lot of time possession here in the opening portions of this 10-minute overtime period. Mill River at 15-0. Montpelier, the 7th seed at 8-4-3. And they'll have a throw by Montpelier on the far side. And they'll have it, and they'll have Morgan Segal go over, and she'll take the throw back, and it was open for the moment. Then nice job getting a piece of her body on the ball, and they're going to have an offside call, I believe. Yeah, we'll have a kick coming up for the Minutemen. Alice coming with 6:36 to go in the first overtime. It's golden goal. First goal will win it. Mill River scoring early in the game on a penalty kick by Courtney Chadburn. 37 seconds later, she was injured, left the game, has her arm in a sling now. And the ball taken off from Bullock's foot and brought back in by Montpelier. There's the step up, and the ball will trickle out to 10 yards. And Congdon will have to circle around. She'll get set for the throw. And we're going to have a sub coming to the game. It's Jen Brown, number 10, coming in for Congdon for Mill River. And Fishwick, of course, will come up and take the throw on that far side for the Minutemen. They've basically rotated between Fishwick and Ketchum, and I'm speculating here. It's mostly been Fishwick lately. I don't know if they're trying to save Ketchum's energy. She's played basically all but a 2-minute shift out there. Just having her, like I said, she's logged miles just going back and forth to take the throws, and They go up over the top and settle down. Possessed by nobody right now. It's a 50-50 ball, and Sabaski will kick it side out, and nice job by Sabaski. It has been a gritty game, to say the least. And that's knocked down by Day, and Montpelier will hook it to the far side, and will it stay in? Yes. And so get up underneath it, and that'll be Fishwick with the settle, and again, trying to get it up the far side, work it to the outside, never bring it back up through the middle, and we'll have a throw by Montpelier. As Segale will get set, and she will take the throw. We're in overtime on Channel 15. That's Bryn Campbell. Look at her, just keep nudging her back, and then reach between her legs with her foot and kick the ball out, and we'll have a whistle, and the ball will become Montpelier. I think it's going to become a foul and a kick, and that's what they're going to mark, yes. Not a bad spot on the field. They can get it up over the top of the defensive wall. And they did into Mackenzie Mooney, and she'll hold on to it, and we'll have a punt coming up now by Mill River. It's short, and they want to kind of try to protect that as Lawrence will step up to it. Day from the knee to the foot, and then the dribble got a little bit ahead of her, and she'll get to the edge of the circle, and Sabaski will support, and the ball will come wide, and now Montpelier working this short portion of the field will be able to not keep it in. We'll have a Mill River throw. His action mostly has been down this end of the field. Mill River hasn't had a chance to set up shop offensively. And that will be sent right back over the top, and it's going to be a slope to the field, hit the ground ball play. Fenton will watch it, and Fishwick will take the throw, and Fishwick directing a little traffic right now. And again, first goal wins. Winner goes on to the semifinals. And that ball will be sent back. Nice pass to the short side of the field, and who got a piece of that? I think that was Kerry Brown that made a nice defensive play. And it'll go out. Montpelier will take the throw, and again, they're going to go right into the box, and Fishwick had none of that. We'll just knee it back up and out. There's the cross, the settle, and for the game, Mooney will make the save. Oh, ever so close. She went laterally to her left, held on to the ball, made the save, got a pretty decent punt of it, and Montpelier inches away. They're looking to get a good angle here to serve the ball up on the cross, and oh, nice job. Fenton just doesn't get enough credit. Nicole Fenton, number 2, with a tremendous defensive play. It should be a white throw, and here comes Fishwick now. As they're trying to hold on and get through 2:52 here, the first overtime. Actually, what they love to do is try to get the ball down in their 18 and get some work here. Offensively, they've been on the defense basically the whole overtime period. And that's going to ricochet out of bounds and should be a white throw. And Fishwick will come up on the trail end of the play. And Emily Fishwick, a junior at Mill River, will take the throw. And that miss kicked off the side of the foot. Day pulled it back down. And Brown, again, they need somebody to get a little foot into it and get a longer pass. And that's going to come all the way back. And I'm waiting for the call. I believe white throw is going to be indication. Jess Bullock, Coach Chabern's going to just whoever's there go for the ball and make the throw. Try to pick the tempo up a little bit. Campbell got a little bit underneath the defender, but couldn't control the ball, and that's going to come up, and right now they're just following back and forth as Bullock got a piece of it, but then they couldn't get the settle, and that's going to go past Kerry Brown, and she'll have some help from behind as Lawrenson will get there, and she'll go side out. Now remark now is Montpelier with 1:50 to go. In this first overtime, we'll have the throw on the far side right in front of the Minuteman bench. And he went short and hard, and it doesn't matter if they control it. And Day stepped up, got a piece of the ball, but Montpelier will get it to Campbell, and her kick ricochets around, and now she'll body down, and she's got some turf to work with. And she made the move right there and gave her a lot of time to look, and she wants to settle it down, and nice defense. They had gotten back and marked up well. Bullock will dislodge the ball, send it down toward the edge of the box. Will come to the arc and out, and boy, I haven't seen Ketchum in a while till that play right there. She's been a little quiet here in overtime. That'll be off from Kerry Brown's foot, and Marie Lawrenson, again, about 5 yards to dribble and got the ball a little bit too far ahead of her, and that'll be off the side of the foot, and it's going to stay in bounds, so Montpelier will try to get a rush going here as we're nearing the minute to play mark, and that's going to come down, and Fishwick will make the call, and boy, she's far away from that goal area, and I don't like that. And that's going to kick and come back, and that's going to be Day, and she'll go side out, and we'll have a throw by Montpelier with 48 seconds left to go in the first overtime. There's the ball. I knew it would reappear again. And Mill River, this is where you can't get fatigued out. You got to play that last 40 seconds tough and not give up a soft one here. Golden goal in overtime. Quarterfinal action. And I haven't seen Caleb Plouffe in a while either out there. And it's Kerry Brown to Katie Ketchum and looking for Campbell, and just a step late getting there. Again, a lot of these players from the river with the 2 injuries to Furno and Chadburn have logged tons more minutes than what they're used to logging. As we played a lot of soccer, almost to the 90 minutes played. Mark Campbell, whoa, bumped off the ball, no whistle, and that's going to be the first overtime. So we'll switch ends of the field, and yeah, we'll play the second 10-minute overtime period, 1-1. Montpelier with the opening touch here in the second overtime, 10 minutes on the clock. Obviously 1-1 is tied, it's 1-1 the score. It's been 1-1 since the first half. And I'd have to say that first overtime period, even though there was no score, obviously Montpelier have a stronger team out there right now, and they make the dodge move, and Lawrence and gambled, and nice step up. Fenton came up and made the nice step up to help out on defense. I went off from Brown, went forward, and they didn't need that. Now we'll roll into the box, and Fishwick got a piece of it as Mill River is kind of scrambling the open 30 seconds here in their defensive end. We'll just try to clear it out to the 25. And Montpelier, a lot more subs, a lot fresher legs. And again, Courtney Chadburn injured and not able to play. And Audrey Furno also injured, not in there. And Kerry Brown to become a corner. Yep, corner. So with 9:25 left in the first overtime, 35 seconds into it, Montpelier with a great opportunity to end it here with a corner on the far side. And not only that, if you look, the wind has just eventually throughout the day has died down. You can see the flag right behind her right now, hardly blowing. Mackenzie Mooney in net for Mill River, already with just unbelievable saves in the second half to keep this thing tied up. And that's going to be the second corner in a row, going back to the first overtime, that they never got the ball out in front for a scoring chance. So Mill River will set it down and let Emily Fishwick take the goal kick now, number 4 for the Minutemen. She kept it low and hard, and again got about 25 yards on the kick, and Lawrenson will step up and just trying to, Mill River looking like they're just trying to work themselves into a golden fluky break goal or something, because they're playing a lot of defense in overtime. And see, that's like you see right there, they're playing a lot of reaction. They're not creating. Oh, they got the corner, they're going to center it, they get around. Lawrenson will get a piece of it. We're going to have a corner, this time off the near side with 8:19 to go. So 2 corners in the second overtime early on here for Montpelier. And Mill River on the defense, everybody on the far post for Montpelier as they get set. And this time they got it in position and roll through the in-line, and we'll have a goal kick. And I don't have an official stat, but I got to believe corners right now throughout the whole game have got to be favoring Montpelier, along with 50-50 balls right now, and definitely time of possession in the attack end. That was headed down and out of play, and we'll have a white throw, and it's going to be Fishwick coming over, and she'll take the throw with 7:49 to go in the second overtime session. And that's a good heave. And it's sent back in by Montpelier. Lawrenson will step up, get the toe on it, and get it to Jen Brown. And she'll get it over midfield through the circle, and now they'll give chase. Jen Brown will step up, got a piece of it, rolls to the far side, and that's going to be, got to be a foul. Going to be a kick as day. Remember the play that took Chadburn out was rather questionable. Did draw a card, but it was a very questionable physical call, almost to the point of scratching your head over it. We'll have the kick coming up by Fishwick now. And this is what they're looking for, this type of opportunity where they can go over the top and get not a counter rush, but just a setup goal. As Lawrenson sends the ball through, it'll be sent back up. Lawrenson just getting up off the field now. That's Fishwick way up the field to the circle. And boy, she wants to get possession because she's got a long way to go to get back positioned defensively. Nice job. Nice job. Offsides. Kerry Brown with the kick and catch him offside, and we'll have the kick coming up for Montpelier. And that's just what they're looking for, is a play like that. That's going to be the offense they have. They're not going to have a really constructed counterattack down the field. And a short outlet pass, and boy, a lot of turf. Mill River, for some reason, was playing extremely long. Brendan Campbell has logged a ton of minutes out there, and Rebecca Day called off the ball by Brendan Campbell, and she wants to go up that far side, too far out of play, and He'll go over out of bounds in front of JoJo Valenti, and we'll have the throw now by Montpelier in those green uniforms, and it's going to be Desiree Gray giving it a chase, can't tow it down, and will be sent back in. And that's Fenton. Oh, she's played fantastic today, Fenton has. Sabaski, good positioning. Nice support on the ball by Montpelier as they're really crunching the field down in layers now offensively. And Sabaski will be a throw with 5:42 to go. Didn't quite make the inline. We'll have a throw by Montpelier. And second overtime. You can see Montpelier right there on the edge of the window, Jam, get set, and he'll take the throw. And nice step up. Bryn Campbell with the challenge and a step up. Ball leaves the box. Day will get there, and he'll come down. Montpelier, hard off the foot, will follow it up, and they'll go up over the top into the box. Offsides. And that one wasn't even close. Yeah, that was offside by quite a bit. And Fishwick now will look to the official, mark it right on the edge of the red chalk, the box there, and she'll get set with 5 minutes even to go to take the kick for Mill River. We're in sudden death, second overtime on Channel 15. Working a little OT today. Lawrenson, oh, she hustled for that ball, and then she's trying to control it to go forward. And Mill River, Desiree Gray will go up and was looking to connect with Jen Brown, and getting just a little bit too much lead on the ball. And oh, nice slide tackle right there. And then she got up and got a piece of it, and oh, what a move to move it down. And Fishwick will settle and bring it back up to the goal line. We'll have a goal kick. Fishwick is logged every minute of the game here today. And that looks like Nicole Munson, maybe? Or no, it's Nicole Weeks, number 8 out there. It's Coach Chadburn going deep into the bench today. He's got some tired players out there, lots of minutes logged. And Nicole Weeks, number 8, out there in the contest for Mill River. Oh, nice job, Carrie Brown. Carrie Brown is a good offensive player, but she is playing tremendous defense right now, and she will be called off from the ball. And that's Desiree Gray. They got a piece of it, and they'll go to the far side. They'll work it back, and Campbell just a step late to get there, and they'll deflect, go toward the 25, and Rebecca Day going back, and again, now it'll just come out. It's a 50-50 ball right now. Montpelier, again, it's keeping the play mostly 80% of the time down this end of the field, and Lawrenson trying to get up and around, and who's that? Sabaski that came over, and we'll have a throw. Nice job as Sabaski gets up, and Fishwick gives a little pat on the head, and 3:37 to go in the second overtime. And they're going to bring you all the way over. They're bringing a different player over from the far side. And Segale comes in. Morgan Segale, number 8, will get set, and she was looking to go into the box. That was all pretty well marked. She came short, and we'll have another throw. Basically same spot for Montpelier, and they tied it up at 1 late in the first half of play, and that's just going to be launched out of play. Not saying a rope-a-dope, but Mill River kind of holding on here, waiting for something to fluky happen there, where go over the top, but they're playing a lot of defense right now, and that's going to be Bryn Campbell with the settle turns, goes through one set of legs, can't get the ball back. She goes through the second set of legs, and oh, what did they call? And it looks like it's going to be a Mill River kick, so I won't get upset now. I'll keep it calm. This is what they're looking for, an opportunity like this where they can get a strong foot into it, go over the top, stay on side, and just try to get a bounce their way here and in this thing. And Fishwick comes up, and now looking for Campbell to get on the ball, and Montpelier had that pretty well defended. They laid the field out very nicely. Fishwick wanted to go to Lawrenson, and pass hit the ground hard and came over the top and missed her, and it'll be out of bounds, and we'll have Fishwick come over now. And that's going to be popped up, and should be a Mill River throw. Again, they have 2 minutes even to go in the second overtime. And Fishwick will come up, and she'll start at midfield, as you see her right there, number 4. As Bullock coming in the game now for Sabaski for Mill River. Get a fresh set of legs in there. And that, Bullock will pull off from the ball at the last second. Nice step up. Haven't seen Plouffe in a while out there. And Brown looking for Ketchum and for Campbell. And that's going to be headed around, and you see Campbell settling it down, and well marked. She's got no, oh, she got a corner, Bryn Campbell will call for the ball, get on the corner, and all this happening with inside 2 minutes to go for Mill River. And again, this is the type of opportunity that they've been playing for in overtime, and since late in the first half of the game. Headed, and we have a goal kick. I lost track when we got to that far side, but nobody could get a foot or a head or anything on the ball to push it in. And with 56 seconds to go, we'll have Montpelier in a 1-1 game take the goal kick. Oh, that took a great bounce. Looked like Mill River was going to be able to shorten the field. And they'll come back, and that is going to be Fishwick flying through the air. Boy, all she needs is a Superman cape because she's played like Superman today. Time ticking down. Ketchum wants to bring it around. She's trying to find, she wanted to do that right there. Bring the ball around the open side, and it'll be picked up behind the goalie, Waring, and she's going to run it out with just 19 seconds to go in the second overtime. Lawrence, and remember last year with Woodstock here, it took just the last 8 seconds to get the goal to win it for Woodstock. So there's still plenty of time. They just want to bring it up and bring it to Bryn Campbell, and it's going to be kicked into the corner. Doesn't matter, time ran out, and we're going to go to another overtime. We're in the third overtime session, and we're 8-on-8. 7 field players and the goalie. And I'll tell you what, I am so tight on tape. I'm going to try to go with it. But if I suddenly go off the air and come back on, it's only because I'm switching tapes. Well, you can see Fenton circle around. And then Caleb Plouffe has disappeared from the game. We saw her at the end of regulation, not since. They've already lost, Mill River has. Audrey Furno. And, of course, Courtney Chadburn is where 8-on-8 soccer in this third overtime session. And Montpelier, the 7th seed in the green uniforms, Mill River in the white. You see Fishwick go out and attack, and that ball's going to come back, and that's going to go up and over and drop 10 yards in. And Lawrenson will go up over the top, and they're looking for Ketchum. Well, she turned the speed on, and Ketchum will catch up to the ball. She'll take it wide. She wants to get a little space like that to create a cross. And she'll go back, and there's Lawrenson sending the ball through, settled down by Day, came hard off the leg to catch him inside, and he'll go through the inline, and we'll have a goal kick coming up. Mill River, though, found some room to operate right there. And they're able to get a counter rush down the field. And we'll have the kick taken now on this near side of the box by Montpelier. And that'll be low and short, and that gives them a chance to shorten the field. And, we're going to foul on Campbell and the kick. Yeah, they're going to bring that back. The whistle, so nobody was set, and they'll bring the ball back. I understand the philosophy wanting to catch the other team on their heels and get it going quick, but Fishwick ended up with the ball. There's Emily, and she's going to just kick it down, and we will get going here with the kick, and that was on a foul called. We're 7 field players, 1 goalie. We're 8-on-8. And that will be nudged forward. Oh, now it's a race. Lawrence and trying to get in position. We got Fishwick coming over, and she's going to make it out. She had to make the play there, and we'll have a throw-in by Montpelier on the throw. Again, as they had good head of steam, that was Watt. Number 5 was played very well all game. They'll spin, and set the ball up the top of the arc today. She'll take the bump, go back, get the ball, and she's going to try to take it to the outside. She's doubled on the ball. She'll spin around, and it should be a white throw, and that's what we'll have as Emily Fishwick come over, and she'll pick it up, number 4. Again, Fenton out there, Lawrence out there. Looks like Carrie Brown out there, Ketchum's out there, Day's out there. And, of course, Mackenzie Mooney in net. As Fishwick will go back, and they'll all hit the deck, and it's going to be interesting. It's all incidental, and they're going, we're going to call a push and a kick coming up, and a sweet spot on the field for Montpelier. 7 minutes left in the third overtime, and they were on sides, and what a save by Mooney! Oh, they played that quick start. All Mill River overall snapping defensively on the far side, and Mackenzie Mooney growing up before your eyes today, the freshman with another big save. 4 game-saving saves for Mooney. 6:43 to go in the third overtime. Again, they couldn't get it airborne. That was well defended, easily played, and they'll come back up and out, and we will have the ball brought back to the circle in the center.
just lining up here now.
Yeah, they're just playing on their heels right now defensively. Ketchum's onside, but she's going to have a lot of help back defensively. She's lugging it, she's carrying it, and she's taking off the ball. Can she get a corner? That's going to be an interesting call. Was it a corner? Yep. There's Campbell coming over, and she'll take the corner. So Bryn Campbell will come over and mark it up and get set. Mill River, third overtime, 1-1, Montpelier, Mill River, quarterfinals. And that's going to be off and over the top. No, it's going to call a goal kick. I had to wait and see. I wasn't sure either. 5:43 to go. Third overtime. And we're playing 8-on-8 soccer. And that's going to be stepped up by Lawrenson. Oh, brought it inside to Ketchum. Oh, I had to take it off her foot, try and make the inside move. Fenton will settle it, and she'll go down in that far corner. Day can't quite get there. Roll past her and go out play. So we're going to have a goal kick after all that. Mill River was some of their best attack in the whole second half of the game right here. And we're going to have Montpelier on the far side. Yeah, they're going to keep it on that far side. That'll be Jocelyn Parker. And she will line drive it out of bounds, and it should become a Mill River throw. And Fenton heading over to take it, and it'll be Nicole Fenton take the throw for the Minutemen. Nice step up. Ball will go out of. No, stay in play on the far side. Fenton this time will have it rejected back more toward the middle of the field. And nice step up, and it'll go up and be connected to Day. She went to turn to go, and Fenton timed the step and got it off. Mill River's Day wanted to go to the inside. The defender fell down. That'll give the ball back to Bryn Campbell, and Campbell. So you take those steps, trying to line up the pass to the inside, and they're doubled on the ball, and they've got a foul called, push called on Campbell. And it'll be a kick for Montpelier as we're down to 4:16 to go in the third overtime session. Yeah, and they want to bring the ball back about 5 yards. So Montpelier last two times have really shortened their kicks, and that's helped Mill River. That's a good kick. And that will carry, and Fenton will get in the way of it and let it go out of bounds, and it should be a throw by the Minutemen. No, they're going to recall it. It must have been nicked off from Fenton's foot, and it'll be Montpelier now in good position here to take the throw on the far side. And see, Fenton really got everything barred away there. It can't. Now, was it a foul or no? It's going to be a throw. And Fishwick will come up, and she'll take the ball, get set to go here. 3:35 to go, and there's the nice long throw by Fishwick, looking for Campbell, a little over her head, and that'll be stepped up by Lawrenson, and she will have it go out of play, and I believe we're going to have a green ball, and that's what we're going to have. So Montpelier will quickly get it into play. Remember the save by Mackenzie Mooney here in this half.
That's it. Come on.
And that might be a little too long, as it's going to go. She's out of the box. That's why she didn't use her hands. And then turn fire, and we should have a Mill River throw. Yeah, now Fishwick will come up. And Fishwick will get set to get the throw in with 2:56 to go in this third overtime. And that's going to come to the inside portion of the field and be knocked down by Lawrenson. Oh, yeah. Oh, Campbell just a step away. Nice time by Day to come up. She timed it to come up, and it's going to go to the outside, but it should become a throw, and that's what we're going to have by Mill River. There's the Minutemen. And I'm looking, they're going to bring Campbell over. I want to see who's going to take the throw. It'll be bring Campbell, number 18. No, they're going to bring Fishwick all the way down the field from her sweeper position with 2:25 to go. And Emily Fishwick, who's played every minute of the contest today. Looking for Day in the box, and that's a soft kick. Day with that height advantage, can't quite get the header on it. Ketchum got there just a step late, and that ball will roll, and be picked up by Montpelier. Oh, what speed out there. Even this late in the contest, Carrie Brown will settle it down, and they'll go out of bounds. We'll have a, I thought it went off from green. Should be a white throw. Yes, that's what we're going to have with less than 2 minutes to go. Fishwick trying to find the energy to come over to this side of the field. And Emily Fishwick will get it to Ketchum, who got the forehead on it and got the wrong direction. We'll give it over, and we'll have Montpelier hold it up here as they bring a sub into the contest. And they are going to sub now for little Lila Watt. Lila Watt's going to stay out there, and she has been a threat all day for that breakaway speed, number 5 for Montpelier. And that's going to be Lawrence, and then we'll get there. That's going to roll, and be picked up now by Montpelier on the getting dark here as we're in the third overtime session. Nice job by Carrie Brown. She got her foot up around her ear and is able to hook that ball down as we're inside. 1 minute to go. Well, Fishwick on the fly, taking it on the dribble, and I don't know if she thought she could make the rush all the way down, but that's going to come back to catch them. And Campbell looking for that last burst of energy to get down there. We'll get to the inside, and did she keep it in bounds? You can see the exasperation on her part. Yeah, she worked so hard to get out in front of the defender and lost the ball out of bounds. And that is going to come up, and Lawrence will watch it go to catch him. She'll turn, and it's a matter of just a Mill River throw. 26 seconds, plenty of time to get another chance here as that'll bounce over Campbell, though, running on fumes. And foul and a kick, but they're going to go the other way and a push on Mill River. You got to be kidding me. Oh, my goodness. And looks like we're going to go to another overtime. And that's going to pop up, and that's it. We're going to another overtime. Overtime before we go to a shootout. 8 on 8, we're in the fourth overtime session. It's Mill River 1 and Montpelier 1. Mill River had a 1-0 lead on a penalty kick by Courtney Chadburn. 37 seconds later, she was hit on a very questionable play and injured, went to the hospital. She's on a sideline now with a sling on her arm. They lost Audrey Furno in the first half with some type of leg injury, and then at the end of regulation, they lost Kayla Plouffe to an injury. So a lot of people out there from Mill River have logged a ton of minutes. Mackenzie Mooney has kept Mill River in the game with some brilliant saves here in the second half. Montpelier with the ball, and they have the green uniforms, and they've got the ball right now, and they're looking for Watt, number 5, and she's played very well today for Montpelier. And again, very, very open turf with 8 people out there. 7 field players and a goalie, and that will be off at the toe and out of bounds. And that was Hazard, Emily Hazard out there, one of the captains for Montpelier. And again, Fishwick, and I can't stress this enough, has played the entire game. And I can't even do the math anymore. I believe it's 110 minutes plus right now. That'll pop up. Carrie Brown has played very well today. Montpelier's got it in. Fenton will stay between the ball and the goal. Turn. What a play by Nicole Fenton. Short kick, body down. They're lining up the kick, and it's going to be nope. And Mackenzie Mooney will get set to mark the ball down for Fishwick to take the goal kick for Mill River. And that's Fishwick right there. And again, I don't know if the camera can really, because I lightened up the iris, but it's getting pretty dark out there. This has now become the longest game I've ever taped. Did the 3 overtime periods with, I believe it was Randolph and MSJ when Megan Kernan scored the game-winning goal with just seconds left in the 3rd overtime. But that, handball is what they're calling. Oh, they never whistled it down. It would have been a kick from about the 25-yard line for Mill River. And really, they haven't gotten really a benefit of any of the breaks or calls today. As Lawrence in there fighting for it, and that's going to roll to this side. And boy, I don't know what keeps Fenton going, but wherever she had before the game to eat, I want some of it. Look at that play all the way across field, and we'll kick it. Oh, we're all going to need it if we keep broadcasting this long. And it'll be Montpelier with the throw, and again, they're down on the offensive side of the midfield, and Hazard looking will throw back to the middle, and I don't know if she's throwing to a spot or a person or a miscommunication, but that's going to be picked up. And Bryn Campbell looking around, just couldn't locate the ball, and then she overran the play, hits the deck, and Montpelier will send it down and in, and I think it's going to have enough juice to hit the in-line. Barely. Yeah. Looked like a soft putt right there that just barely made it. 6:30 to go in the 4th overtime session. And we lost Pete C. He left. He couldn't take it. Too much excitement.
Yeah. Much pressure here.
And that will be off from Montpelier. Well, the throw coming up. Fishwick will come all the way up. I don't know the piece of equipment that you clip onto your belt to count the footsteps of miles, but she must have logged about 9 miles today out there going back and forth. taking the throws and the kicks and going up and down the field for 110 minutes. Well, actually, we're over that mark now. Oh, Watt behind the defense. That's Brown staying with her, and then Brown using that size advantage to lean in and kick the ball with the extra long leg. It'll go out on the far side, and we'll have a throw by Montpelier. Never have gone all 4 overtimes. And it's going to be the turn, the kick, and saved by Mooney. Oh, and what a nice spin-off move down there just to get open by Varga. And she could have ended it all right there. And that ball's going to just keep rolling and catch him. We'll kind of jog to it a little bit. She's got to be exhausted out there. Catch him. We'll go backwards to go forwards, and they'll... Again, the last overtime session, Mill River had more scoring chances. This one, they're looking tired here. As Watt will go short, and
somebody's gonna lose.
That will be, again, see Fenton helped out right there by the communications on her defense. And it was Fishwick that got it to Campbell, and she'll turn back, and she wants to go to catch him, and catch him will pull up, and you can see her just bent, she's exhausted. Yeah. Fenton with a nice move to the inside. Fenton with the ball sent through. That's going to be in the box. No, it never made it all the way in. That's why the goalie just came out and made the kick. Lawrenson will come over, and they just joust back and forth now with some midfield kicks. As they're nearing 4.5 minutes left in what will be the final overtime frame, I think. And green throw, yeah. And I've gone through one complete tape into another, huh? That doesn't happen very often. Fishwick. Again, she did a nice job of carrying the ball until the pressure came from the defense. Fishwick up there. Fishwick came up, made the play, sliced it through, not on target, though a little bit long. And see, Lawrenson looped back and taken her spot defensively. And so they've worked so well like that throughout their whole careers together. And that will be out of play. Montpelier will take the throw with 3:54 to go in the 4th overtime. And boy, the crowd down below just urging Mill River to get on the ball defensively. And that should become a kick for Mill River. And Lawrenson will get up, yeah. And that was a hard foul to draw. And Fishwick, and this is what they're looking for. 8-on-8. Go over the top, find a gap, let somebody fast run underneath it. And Fishwick, oh, sliced it. I didn't know I should lift her leg to kick it, tell you the truth. 3:17 to go in the 4th overtime. Oh, Campbell going to get called for the push. That Bryn said I didn't do anything. Oh, it's been like that all day, Bryn. And so again, a chance now for Montpelier to do the same thing that Mill River's looking for. Go over the top and get somebody to run underneath it. Lawrenson will drop it down 10 yards. It goes laterally, been picked up. Nice movement down through, and it'll be set aside. That was Fishwick that got there. Ball on the far side. Ketchum took the outside route away. Opened the inside for that right there. The through ball to go through and never linked up. Fishwick got in front. It went to Lawrenson, and ball rolls to the far side. Montpelier will get the throw as Lawrenson with 2:26 to go. Trying to get that, again, catch him just right there. See her catch your breath after? I'm surprised. Well, I know he's going Coach Chadburn with his leadership, his seniors and stuff, or his, his experienced players. But they are exhausted. Here comes a substitution. Katie Sabaski coming in. Believe this is the first action she's seen in any of the overtime, so she should be well rested right now. And all this happening with 1:55 to go. Yeah. That's going to come back, and Fenton got a toe on it, goes wide. Fishwick, see her look around. Always got her head up surveying the field, but that will skip, and Campbell can't say, but it'll be a throw for Montpelier with plenty of time left to do damage here in the 4th overtime. They're going to have the throw from just about the 20-25 yard line on with 1:34 to go. And it's been a long day. Mill River losing player after player after player to injuries. Chadburn, Audrey Furno, Caleb Plouffe. Oh, nice mark. Nice mark. You can see Fenton ran enough interference so there'd be nobody to get on the ball. Oh, I know, but she made it look good, though. You see Ketchum just keep circling, sucking up for that second wind of hers. And
Good. Get it out of there. Get it out of
oh, Ketchum and Campbell didn't communicate on that, and we're going to have an offside call and a kick coming up from Mill River. And I don't know if Fishwick trying to find whatever she can down inside. See her taking a little break right here as they retrieve the ball. Mooney will chase it down, give it back to her. 46 seconds left, and what's become just a war of attrition now. That's an excellent kick. Campbell got a little header on it, but couldn't follow it up. And here comes Montpelier as Lawrenson's goes over, and that will roll past Fenton. She'll take the inside angle. Yeah, she doesn't want him to cross the ball in front of her. She makes a stab at it with the right foot. Couldn't get to it. There's the cross. There's the settle. Pushed in, and wow, that was close. That was close. 9 seconds left, and then should be penalty kicks. And that's it. We've gone through 2 40-minute halves, 4 10-minute overtimes, 120 minutes of soccer, and we're not done. And see how fresh Mackenzie Mooney looks as she's trying to help Fishwick get over to the sideline. The goalie, no, not taking anything away from the goalie, but she hasn't rolled more than 20 yards away from that net. And Fishwick and company going to need a break here as they'll meet with the officials, and they'll get set up here for the penalty kicks, and that's where we'll pick it up. I need a drink of water. A shootout. It's not the pro style MLS one like we saw in the Loisel tournament last year in 2005. And this is how we're going to decide it. Bryn Campbell's out there, Nicole Fenton, Emily Fishwick, Rebecca Day, and I can't see yet. I imagine Ketchum. Oh, Carrie Brown, okay. So they'll rotate back and forth. One will shoot, then the next will shoot. It's 1-1. We've gone through 120 minutes of soccer. And Courtney Chadburn's mom, Robin, just came over and confirmed me it's a dislocated shoulder that Courtney has suffered. So even if Mill River wins today, they will be without her the rest of the playoffs. And I brightened the picture up. If I got to do it, I'll brighten. It's very dark here, but I've opened the iris up a little bit, and it'll be Bryn Campbell, the first shooter. It's Mill River. Will go first. The goalie's in the goal line. You can see right there, Warring in there, and you can't move out. It's not like the shootout we saw in the Loisel in 2005, where they got a 25-yard head start, and the goalie could come out and challenge. And they had 30 seconds. Okay, Pete sees an official next to me said they can move along the line sideways, but they can't come out. Wow, this is awesome. Campbell just adding to the drama here as we get set for the officials to tell us when it's good to go. Goal, Campbell! Oh yeah. She found the strength to get the shot off, and Campbell will score first, and now it'll be turn for Montpelier to come, and they'll take their shot, and we'll rotate back and forth until it becomes numerically either still a tie or impossible to tie it up. This is Varga. Varga now 16 as Mooney. There she is, the freshman. Now remember the save she made in the second half and in overtime. Varga getting set. Now I'm sure there's a time limit on how long you can take between the shots. I just know what it is. And it's Varga. 2-1 right now. It's 1-0 in the shootout, Mill River. First shot for Montpelier. Everybody's in a big ruckus in the crowd until the shooter's ready, and then it gets hushed silence here. This is a neat atmosphere. Dark, gray, over 120 minutes of soccer. Oh, tied 1-1. Mooney stretched out as far as she could. Now Fishwick will come up. And you don't think there's pressure on a freshman, on any goalie, but a freshman goalie. And now Warring going there. She's a junior. And the pressure on the shooters, and oh my goodness. Oh, Oh, she went high and missed. Fishwick will miss. The advantage now will go over. Oh, and that's tough, Emily. She's played a lot of soccer today. Now Mooney will go back in net, and we are at 1-1 in the shootout. The regulation and overtimes ended at 1-1. And now Watt will take her shot. She is a junior. And they can take the lead in the shootout right here. And again, without the service is a Courtney Chadburn. 2-1 Montpelier. Oh yeah, Mill River's got to find it and suck it up here. And it's going to be Rebecca Day, another freshman out there for Mill River. So it goes 2-1 in the shootout, Montpelier. There is no doubt about it. They need a shot here. They need a goal here. Day. Basically, you want to at least make the goalie make a save. Nope. Hit the post. Oh boy. 2-1. And Montpelier with a chance to take a 2-goal lead in the shootout.
They can't afford to lose another one.
And Mooney being called upon to do that, to reach for the moon here and make a big save. We're in a shootout at Mill River.
Play all that soccer and come right down to just one shot.
She will miss, and we'll go back to even. Or no, we'll stay at 2-1. Oh wait a minute, they call an infraction on the goalie. Yeah, she's going to get another shot. They're saying Mooney came out too far. Oh, what a break for Montpelier. And haven't the breaks gone their way today? Yeah, wow. So it's 2-1, but a chance to go up 2 goals here. Oh, what a great shot off the top of the bar and in, and it makes it 3-1 now, Montpelier in the shootout. And mathematically, they've got to score here, Mill River does. Yeah, Mill River gets stopped or misses, it is over.
It's all on this shooter right here.
So she missed the first shot. They said Mooney came out too far. They gave her the second shot, and she just tucked it under the net, crossbar. And that looks like Carrie Brown out there. Oh boy. To save the season. She will tuck it in, and Carrie Brown will make it now 3-2 Montpelier.
Goal, yeah. This comes right down. You know, if they miss this, and still Mill River's going to make their last one.
Mackenzie Mooney with a 3-2 shootout score. Needs a big save here.
This is going to be it right here.
This is only the 4th shooter though, right?
Yeah, but it'll be up. So,
Right.
you know, Mill River's only got 1 shooter left.
For the trip to the semifinal, the shot is it. And Montpelier will come in and upset Mill River in a shootout, 4-3. They played 120 minutes of soccer, a shootout, and Mill River will not forget this forever, as Montpelier will win in a shootout in the dark. And you can't, go back and change time. Courtney Chadburn injured on a push from behind in the first half, dislocated shoulder. Audrey Furno, a leg injury. Caleb Plouffe, not sure what happened to her, but it was a gallant effort, a very valiant effort by Mill River. And congratulations to Montpelier. They'll move on to the semifinals. And again, you hate saying stuff like this, but a great season by Coach Chadburn, by all the seniors. And it's a cliche. It's a shame somebody had to lose. So Mill River will go down in a shootout in the dark at Mill River.